warming up. Okay, let's see jazz hands. Come on, jazz hands. We do jazz hands. Devil Dog Gamer. There he goes right there. Doing jazz hands.
I'm gonna do them.
That's the look. Check it out. Walter from Safety Harbor Firearms doing jazz hands. The one and only white babyface P.
I've done that.
There he goes. And of course, the Devil Dog Gamer is our special guest of the show tonight.
Special.
He's special. And I hope you guys have your big girl. Yeah, exactly. I hope you have your big girl panties on because look, his pimp hand is strong. Look at that. The pimp hand it's on what's the name of this guy again that has this glove?
Thanos.
Thanos. It's Thanos. I forget.
I thought you were a movie buff, Hank. Come on.
I can't retain all this information in one thing. There's lots of Thanos memes out there, right? I saw Mickey Mouse with the that's the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, you got that. See,
you got that one.
Got that, but Thanos, drawing blank.
Yeah. So, what's the name of the actor that plays Thanos again?
Oh God.
Let's see. Come on. Someone knows the actor that plays Thanos. This kid's been acting. Why is it slipping my brain? Babyface. Save us.
It's
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do you know that Josh Brolin was in the Goonies?
Yeah.
Who knew that? He was in Goonies. Yep. He was in Goonies. You know.
Oh wait, that Josh Brolin played Thanos because he's also did
Cable
and Cable in the Deadpool movie.
Yeah, I like Josh Brolin, man. I think. And good. What's the name? He played another Marvel character. Oh my gosh, didn't he play another? He played the cowboy guy that like half his face is sewn up. That was one of my favorite comic books.
Jonah Hex. Right?
Jonah Hex. Yeah. Jonah Hex. Yes, he was also Jonah Hex. See, go look that up.
Looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Jonah Hex.
Patrick does not believe us.
IMDb 5 out of 10. People did not like this movie.
Oh, Jonah Hex.
Yeah.
It also has that hottie from the first Transformers. Something Fox.
Oh. Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, yeah.
Yeah, it has Megan
Got to
Fox.
get her all oiled up and sweaty. Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah, she was all up in there. She was all up in there. That was when she was real hot, you know. So, yeah. So welcome back to everyone who's here. We weren't here yesterday. We didn't have a free for all Monday. This is I guess if you want to, you could say this is free for all Tuesday, but really we got the Devil Dog Gamer here. You know. He's hanging out with us.
Yep.
We'll see how he feels by the end of this. Walter's already hung out with him. What's that, Walter?
This is old school Gorn.
Holy moly! This is a rubber band.
This is a big ass spring like a catapult.
Ooh. Oh, it's a look. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my grandfather gave this to me when I was a kid. This thing is like real a toy from back when people had toys that really hurt themselves, you know?
Yeah, when men were men and children
eyes were
shot their eyes out.
There were no lawyers.
Yeah, when it was not uncommon to see a child with a glass eye.
Or an eye patch.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. We should do like a Iraq veteran kind of thing. Like, how far can this little toy catapult kill?
I have an idea for this that's going to be got something to do with my situation with the ATF at the moment. And I was going to make one that mounts on an AR-15. The future of firearms.
That's nice. So wait, you're going to make this all aluminum, CNC'd out?
No, it's going to be out of wood. It's going to be out of a pallet.
Oh, okay. I still call dibs. Dibs.
We'll launch a mortar or something with it, you know. So.
Oh yeah, we should see. Can we trigger tannerite with that?
I don't know if it'll have the velocity.
Somebody's phone.
Darn it! Sorry.
Whose phone's ringing? Okay, so cool. We're gonna get into stuff here with Devil Dog in a second. What I usually do here is go and shout out the folks in the chat, and we will do that. Please, everyone, smash those thumbs ups, okay? We need that. Put the thumbs all the way up in there. You know what I'm talking about. Just like shift the big girl panties a little bit out of the way.
Oh, ow.
Thumbs all the way up.
Ow, ow, ow.
Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. Sharing is caring.
Share your thumb or share the good girl panties.
Whatever. Whatever moves you, do it. And let's see here. Richard Hughes, he was number 1. He was first in there. And then we've got Special K. Both of these gentlemen were with us at the Okeechobee Shooting Sports event. Like, what was it? What was it, Devil Dog? What was that thing called?
The what? It was
that
like
event.
It was a YouTube event. It was just YouTube meet and greet. Yeah, I don't think they had a special name for it.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So I always think in my brain it had some kind of special name, and I can't remember. So those guys were there. You met them. I don't know if you remember them. That was my crazy crew that was over there with me.
Yeah.
Along with Walter. Let's see who we got. We got Tyven Show. We've got The Archangel, Justin E as well in here. Let's see who else. James Lawson, Ridge Runner, Greg 98K. And we've got Wolf Stonehenge, Boss Hog. And let's see who else. Strange Media Moderator, Gerald Loafers, Psycho 316, DC2 Mega Boost, Richard Portella, Jade Grew. Shout out to Jade Grew. Chris Osborne, Tacos and French Fries. If you recognize any of these people, Devil Dog, let us know.
Okay.
Oh,
I know Toe Man. I see Toe Man in there.
You see Toe Man? Okay, cool. Yeah, feel free to shout out any of your people. And thanks to them for coming over here and joining us. STL Storm Spotter, Cody Phillips, Mr. Bullshitter as well. Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Shout out to them. Rob Avis, Peter Machuco, Jay Brennan, SoCal Gunner. Let's see who else we got. Vanessa Kitty, Ron and Ron, D. Seeple, Kathleen, Music Lover. The thing just jumped on me. So Jerry Woodman. I see Toman 89. Shout out to him. Bricks. John Gilliam, Jason Scherer. Let's see who else we got in here. Josh V. And the Pants. The Pants is also in here as well. So shout out to everyone. If there's anyone coming in and you would like to get a special shout out for myself, from DevildogGamer, Babyface P. We can get Babyface P to do shout outs. And Walter in between. Yeah, have you told people what you're eating yet, Walter?
It's not the polite to eat with your mouth full, so I just showed him.
It's not polite to eat with your mouth full?
It's not polite to eat with your mouth, yeah.
I don't know what you eat with if it's not in your mouth.
Is that like shut your mouth when you're talking to me?
Unless you're okay, this is another movie reference that I cannot remember the name of it. But remember there's this movie where people like are sewn up ass to mouth?
Oh God!
What do you mean can't remember? That's the Human Centipede.
Okay, Human Centipede. There you go. I thought it was my brain was saying caterpillar.
Yeah, Human Centipede. South Park did like a whole episode on it. It's really good.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie. I've seen the South Park episode, which is
same. Yeah,
that's like in my top 5. That's in top 5 most funniest South Park episodes.
Should I eat the cuttlefish? Okay, here it comes.
Walter, do you have any idea what we're talking about? No?
No.
Okay, so Walter says no. Walter, this was a movie.
I'm enjoying your guys' banter.
Yeah, well, this was a movie that came out. I don't know. Where is this movie from? Early zeros?
Yeah.
No, it can't be that far back. You think so?
2005, maybe. Not.
Okay,
not
we got it.
Early.
We got to IMDb it. Yeah,
a decade ago. A decade ago.
Who's actually seen the movie? Because I haven't seen it. I've only seen the South Park episode. Who's actually?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, Babyface, have you actually seen it?
So now the truth comes out.
No, I've never seen it either.
Oh.
So I'm not the only one.
Damn. Okay, so if there's folks out there in the chat that have actually seen that movie, let us know. First of all, I don't like real horror movies. So I'll just let you know that. I've seen the South Park episode and it was funny as hell. And basically, what that's about, Walter, is that when you sign up for Apple or any other place, you agree to the terms of service, but you never read it, so you don't know what you're agreeing to.
Yeah.
So the kids and go ahead.
Stan signed up, and in his terms of service, it said that what's his name from Apple could sew you to the anus of another person.
Your mouth.
Yeah. So he like gets picked up by like Apple employees. They sew him to like some Asian man.
Yeah. If the YouTube bot is listening to the beginning of this,
you're done.
Yeah, so they sew these kids ass to mouth.
Oh,
yeah. So you just brought that up when you were talking about. So when one person eats, you become a whole digestive system.
What are we talking about?
So one person eats, poops, and then the other person has to eat that poop, and then it just keeps going down the line.
I am sorry, everyone, that I said what I said. All right, I didn't mean to start this.
Walter, you have to watch that episode
of South Park.
Yeah. It is so funny.
I eat with my mouth, and it ain't soaked in nobody's butthole.
Yeah, is that the episode that they made a documentary about?
A documentary?
Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. Because I think there was a documentary about South Park about how they make these shows within a week. Like they do these shows and just barely get them done on time to deliver.
They did that way back. But they like for the season they like sleep under their desks.
Yeah, they're literally making these shows at like within that week that it comes out, or they used to be. I don't know if they're still.
I think they're probably still doing it that way.
Yeah, Richard Hughes says I've not had dinner tonight, and I probably
nice.
Special K is putting up like the green face throw up emojicons or whatever you call those things. So yeah, there you go. Well, that's a good way to kick everything off.
Yeah.
Sure. Human centipede for the win.
Yeah, Devil Dog. This is what we do. Now, first of all, let's start with this. What do you like? How do you like people to call you? What do people call you?
Devil Dog. Short, sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. Either
okay. People call you short and sweet?
No, not short and sweet. I said devil. Don't you dare call me short and sweet. But no, devil or devil dog, don't matter.
Okay, cool. All right. So why don't you tell the audience, the folks out there, like who you are, how you started doing. Obviously, you have a YouTube channel, how you started doing that, and you're a gun guy as well. I think your YouTube channel, from my understanding, has a lot to do with video games and guns, but explain it to us.
So yeah, I got out of the Marines 2008, got bored, started doing Call of Duty videos, got popular. Probably since 2011, I've been doing YouTube full time. Mainly gaming is what I do, but now I'm kind of starting to delve into firearms just because people see the guns in games, they want to use the guns in real life. Mm-hmm. So kind of bridge the gap there a little bit, but yeah, that's mainly what I do.
Okay, very cool. How long were you in the Marines?
3.5 years.
Okay.
And what was your job in the Marine Corps?
I was a designated marksman.
So you were a killer.
I was a killer. Yeah, I guess you're trying to say that.
So a shooter. That's a
shooter. Yeah.
What was your favorite weapon? What'd you get to carry?
I gotta go
my favorite weapon that I carried, or the favorite weapon that we had?
Both. What was your favorite DMR?
240 Bravo is my favorite weapon by far.
Okay.
So that thing's just freedom spitter, 110%. Probably. We just started getting the Mark 12s, and those were pretty good.
Those are awesome.
I started liking those because we originally had the Sammers, then we moved to the Mark 12s. But we had the Barrett, which we call the Sasser. I don't know why. That was the biggest piece of crap. I'll never own a Barrett ever. So
really?
It ruined me. Like,
wow, man.
So you probably wouldn't want one of these.
No, I would probably end up just throwing it away.
Have you seen these ATI minis?
Yeah, they look awesome. I've been checking them out.
Yeah, so they made I don't have it out of the box right now here, but so they have an AR-15 and an AK, and then they've got the 50.
Oh God, I don't know what everyone's obsession with that gun is.
That's a good question.
Massive power.
I know, but there's so many better options.
When I in my travels doing different shows and stuff, when I would meet operators, people that actually used them, not necessarily like special forces, just guys that used them, and they had nothing good to say about it.
Oh, really?
I've heard that a lot. Yeah.
I mean, everything from I had to jump. They parachuted in, and I landed a mile away from my buddies because I couldn't control the chute because of the freaking gun. Yeah.
And every like person I've talked to that has done like DMR work has said that just carrying it's the worst thing ever.
And DMR work is what? What does that mean?
Designated marksman rifle, like snipery stuff.
Yeah.
They've all said like it was awful because you have to lug that thing and then somebody has to help make ammo for you, and yeah, it sucks.
And the guys would say in the desert they would have rather carried that weight in water.
Oh yeah. Well, not even that. Like it's such a powerful gun. It's such a small environment. It's not needed. Like if we'd been in a room, set the table back, set up in a room, because of the force from it. If we didn't take water and just wipe the walls down, the room would just fill with dust for like 20 minutes. And then you're just like, all right, well, there goes my follow-up shot. Drag the table into another room. Same with outside. You'd shoot it outside, and it would just make such a cloud that everyone knows where you're at now, and you're going to start taking fire. So it was like, what's the point of this thing? Most shots are like 100 yards to 600. So it's like that's an unneeded amount of firepower, really.
Yeah, okay. I just heard guys say they fire like a burst of like 5 rounds and then get up and move because boom, 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 and then scatter because the cloud that would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that becomes like a big flag for your position.
Yeah,
I'm assuming. So here's the thing I'd like to know about this. Why were you guys using it? And then also, why do I see it in so many movies? Why? So, for example, the Top Shot, which had a lot of Marines in it. One of my friends, Peter Palmer, that was in the Marines. He was in Top Shot as well, and it was all up in that show. It's one of my favorite reality shows. So why is it so popular?
I'd probably have to say a combination of marketing.
Yeah.
Because almost everybody has them, but they don't use them. Like it was rare to see it out, and even other units would bring them out, and they'd be like, "I'm not taking this thing." But like all the movies, television, games and stuff, and it's just anything to do with any of that stuff, it's just in your face consistently.
Yeah. I was just watching Miami Vice, not the TV show, the movie. That just hit Amazon Prime. And I was like, oh, let me see Jamie Foxx act terribly in a movie. So I looked at that, and there were a lot of I think the guys in there had a bunch of those Barrett. So the bad guys in there. That's interesting. That's interesting. So what did you prefer over that?
I would have liked the Mark 12 over that, honestly.
Okay. I'm gonna look that up real quick. What was the Mark 12? Tell us about it.
The clone that I have, Hank, it's the same. It's basically a Mark 12.
Okay, so was that 223, 308?
Yeah, it's a 5.56.
Yeah.
Did you guys shoot the Black Hills, the Mark 262s?
No. You think they were
they didn't give you Black Hill? What'd you guys shoot out of it?
Just straight ball, dude. You think we're gonna get that?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a precision gun. It's made for that.
It was made. I think originally the way it was explained to me was that was the SEALs. They got that.
Yeah.
Then the SEALs got the M110, and then they passed the Mark 12s down to us, and then
and then they're like, "Well, we're not paying for the ammo. Just shoot whatever you got.
Just shoot whatever you got." I mean, it was better than like an A4, but there's only so much you can do with one of those things.
I'll go grab the one I have downstairs. Hold on.
He's like, I got it.
Yes. Now he has to get rid of that special ammo. I'm sure he got some special ammo for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so
the designated marksman on the other side might be carrying a PSA.
Those were rare. I think I saw one SVD the entire time I was there.
Oh yeah, the SVD,
Yeah, and then all I had was iron sights. It didn't have a PSO or anything, and I was like, well, what's the point of that?
Okay. Did you ever pick up anything from the field and have to use it? Did that?
Oh God, no. I think that was the first, during the first big push. I heard a lot of stories of guys getting PPSHs and just throwing an EOTech on there and clearing rooms with them. But
really,
yeah. But after that, it was kind of you get them and you just kind of let a tank roll them over, just kind of crush them. That was about it. No time for fun stuff.
Okay, so maybe the older guys.
Oh yeah, the older guys definitely had some fun with some stuff.
Yeah.
We could definitely clear a room in a PPSH.
Oh, I know. I would love that one of those.
Okay, here we go. Babyface got to do some showing off. Early Gorn, people. Make sure you get the thumbs up.
Wait a minute, I didn't get no Gorn credit.
There it is.
Oh boy,
I didn't have no fancy stainless steel barrel though.
Yeah, this one. I probably wouldn't have this either because Hank gave it to me, so that's why I have it. But it's really good. I mean, suppressor ready, and it puts sub MOA with the 77s that because I hand load my ammo.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
It's totally sub MOA. This thing's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
I don't
Devil
think I
Dog.
shot anything over 69 grain.
Oh, okay. So
for
that
any
was
of my
a
stuff.
that was a STD that I gave him, by the way, Devil Dog.
Oh yeah, where's the?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hank's
so literally,
logo.
yeah, and it's from Standard Manufacturing, so they called it the STD 15.
That is marketing.
Let's see if we can get it on there. Look at it right there.
I love that. I'm gonna literally order a lower just because. Just
Yes.
because. It's gonna
Yes,
be my little STD.
Absolutely. If you want to do that, hit up Standard Manufacturing and tell them Hank Strange sent you, and you can also get an STD.
I totally have that open in a window.
I just had an idea for a logo, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Yeah, don't yeah, not until we trademark it.
Not
So
gonna
of
say
course,
that.
and I think anyone else that wants to, if you want to get an STD, you can also get an STD with the Hank Strange logo on it.
Well, can they actually do that?
Yes, you could get a
I thought we
special
only had
Hank
two
Strange
in the-
STD.
I thought there were
There's
only
only-
2 out there.
There's only 2 out there, but I believe that they still have what, you know, they
Sure,
still
they still
have
have your
everything.
logo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they could
definitely
probably
still have
They
it.
still have all those ones
Yeah.
that didn't sell.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's quite a few. They
man.
specially engrave those ones that they sent
couldn't
out to
help.
me.
I get
Yeah.
slammed so much. When I get a good slam, I got to take it hard.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I understand, Walter. You deserve some payback. So okay, cool. So you've had your YouTube channel now for about how long, man?
I think it's been a while. Yeah, pretty close to 10 years, I think now.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a
So
while.
wow, you're OG.
Yeah, I am.
So how has the landscape changed?
Personally, I haven't been affected too much. Like none of my gun videos get demonetized. The only time I've had a video issue was when I did the Big Daddy Unlimited video and I put cheapest guns on the net.
Oh, boy.
And it was like, YouTube's like, no, we can't let that fly. That's, you know, but they even hit me with like bomb making for it because they had no way of really getting it down. Yeah, it was.
I don't understand how the Big Daddy Unlimited equals bomb making.
I think they just literally had nothing to throw at it. So they're just like, let's just throw this. And I fought it and I beat it the one time. So then I put it back up and then they hit me again. And I guess I didn't catch the guy on the right day and he just shot it down. I'm like, whatever. But, you know, I think it's kind of they did hit me once with demonetization and I called them out. I said, you put NRA ads up on my videos.
Oh, yeah.
So you take money from the NRA. I have gun videos that you don't demonetize, you know, of video games, but you demonetize my gun video. Doesn't make sense. And it was like that back up within like 2 minutes.
Back up.
So
So you have someone that you speak to specifically at YouTube? Are you in a network? How did you do that?
I don't usually Twitter works pretty well for me. If I yell at them, they kind of,
Oh, really? So you just tweet at YouTube?
Yeah, I just yell at
Okay.
them and things kind of go my way, I guess.
Okay, cool. We all need to put that on our list. Lola keeps a list of things to do if we get deplatformed, I guess is what they're calling it now.
Just yell at them.
Yeah, but I don't
When they
have the number of followers you do. So I don't know. If
Yeah, I think that, you know, that's the thing. Like, you know, I think that has something to do with it. Like, once you get to a certain subscriber level, you're kind of like almost untouchable. I hate to say it because, you know, they don't want to demonetize you because you're bringing in the revenue. And it would kind of look bad if they demonetize you and didn't demonetize other people at the same time. And it kind of like this weird place. YouTube's just like, I swear, like I've said this a few times. I think how YouTube does their stuff is they have like interns going right on a whiteboard with a bunch of squares, ideas, and they put a monkey in the room and let it throw shit around. And wherever shit lands on the whiteboard, that's the idea they do. And like, I think that's how they literally run the company because some of the stuff makes no sense that they do.
And here comes the pulling off.
Here comes the black
No, so you know, I mean, YouTube is like a pyramid, right? It is
Yeah.
pretty much like a pyramid scheme, and then the guys who are on the top ranks of that pyramid, they're obviously bringing in more revenue than other people, and YouTube thinks about it. It's just like who's the biggest dude right now is PewDiePie, right?
Yeah, and he can say whatever the hell he likes. It's
Drops an N-bomb and they're only like Don't do that again.
Yeah, they get at him, but they, it's like, imagine if PewDiePie on his own went off somewhere and started something. They're gonna feel that.
I'm not familiar with him.
He used to do not gun videos, gaming videos. He was like one of those streaming guys, and now he just does videos of himself like yelling at stuff. Like that's all he does. It's like
okay.
His target demographic is like 12 to 16, maybe.
Yeah,
just about.
PewDiePie has Walter, just for reference. He's got over 65 million subscribers.
Yeah, big deal.
So he's big time. He's the biggest one. I think there's someone coming close in India, some kind of conglomerate.
Yeah, they're like fighting to keep him on top. I saw that.
But they're some kind of conglomerate or group. He will probably still be the one single person, biggest person on YouTube. So they have to consider that. Same thing with Logan Paul, right? They didn't really push him off. Right? He's like 20 million. Yeah, he's like 20-something million people.
He's like, shows dead body on video. How can we top this? Let's tase a dead rat.
Yeah. Well, he tried to bring a rat back to life. I mean, which I guess people have done in school. Didn't we do that experiment in school with the frog? Remember?
Yeah, you get
some electricity.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I mean, and then both of them represent like a high number of kids. So I think that does matter because they know those are the biggest audiences on YouTube. Yeah. So
but the easiest people to market to.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all it is. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
Walter, so let me ask you this. Yes. Go ahead, Walter.
I was going to say that age group you rattled off, that 12 to whatever, there's no money there, though.
That's not true.
Buy it. Yeah. Look at Fortnite. Fortnite is a game that you got kids from all the way, 12 to. I mean, you have adults playing as well.
The gaming thing's one thing, but I mean, just being stupid and yelling at things.
There's a lot of advertising. There's a lot of advertising for kids on YouTube, so it is a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of advertising money there for guys like us that are in the gun side of it. There's not a lot of money directly going to YouTube, where there is from kids. Look, there's kids out there that make slime and they make $1 million a year. They make and sell slime to other kids. So there's a lot of commerce going back and forth.
Yeah, I don't see it because I don't look at that stuff. I guess. That's
exactly.
Yeah, you were going to say something, Devil Dog?
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, okay.
Did I look like I was riling up to say something?
Yeah. You were going to rant a little. No. So, I think one of the things too that like right now you're kind of tipped in their favor, because I know I've spoken to YouTube and they said that they would be happier with me if I did 20% gun stuff and maybe 80% something else. So you might be in that category, but what do you think is going to happen when you start like tilting where you're doing more gun stuff? Or are you trying to keep a balance of what you do?
I'm trying to keep a balance, but at the same time, like, I'm not scared of them, to be honest. Like, I can go to Twitch in a heartbeat and just stream. They don't care. They'll let me stream guns all day long. I stream myself cleaning guns, and Twitch is like, it's fine, whatever. And that's the fear that they have too. At the same time, is because they're trying to be. Twitch is the up and coming, and they don't want people to jump ship. That's why, I can't show on my YouTube that, hey, I'm live streaming on Twitch right now. They consider that spam, and they'll ban my account for it.
Spam.
Yeah, because it's they don't want you to go to the competitor, but it's so I'm not too worried about it tipping too much and them getting upset, because I can just go other places. But at the same time, it's gonna happen eventually. And I think what really got me worried is when there was that shooting at the YouTube headquarters. I was like, please don't let it be an AR. Please don't let it be an AR when I heard about it. And then because I thought the whole hammer was gonna fall after that. Like, I thought everybody was gone on that one.
They pushed that. Yeah,
it didn't fit the narrative at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not a single.
Well, you had a chick first thing. That was that goofy Iranian chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, none of it fit. Yep. None of it fit what they wanted to push, and they.
It wasn't a goofy white guy.
Notice how the shooting in Jacksonville.
Yeah, what happened there?
It's already falling off the news cycle.
Gamers too. What's up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got into a Twitter argument with the community manager for EA, who was the sanction for that event. because he was like tweeting Donald Trump, we need to do something. I was like, what do you want to do? Ban fucking guns? I was like, dude, you push like violent games and you guys have zero security there. I was like, I can't even sneak a beer into an NFL game. This guy brought pistols in. I'm like,
which I would fight for their right to be able to do what they want to do in games. But, you know, there's so many other things going on there. That guy came from Maryland, legally got firearms in Maryland, illegally, I guess, brought them into Florida, right?
Well, no, you can travel with it.
Okay, you can travel with it. That's true.
So you travel with
it. Going on there. Yeah, and he had issues and all that kind of stuff.
Arsenal when I travel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've seen your trunk.
I show up to North Carolina, and every time I drive to North Carolina, I'm like prepared for highway patrol to like pull me over and be like, you got any weapons in that vehicle? I'll be like, oh, you have no idea.
It's your lucky day, officer.
Like, get your gloves on.
Oh, do I got weapons?
Yeah, and I was reading somewhere too that shooter had been, he went like you were seeing like a psychologist for like schizophrenia or something.
Yeah. For a lot of his life, he had some sort of mental issues.
There was definitely warning signs and all that, and then on top of that, it was a gun-free zone, and you know, even it's here in Florida, and they didn't have guards or anything like that. If you're going to organize anything that you're doing in the public now, you have to know that you're susceptible to anything can go wrong, anything can go down. Try to secure it somehow, or allow people to protect themselves. How about that?
I don't. Gun-free zone doesn't mean gun-free for me.
It's exactly right.
And that's kind of like, okay, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but can that restaurant here in Florida make itself a gun-free zone? Maybe around the bar? Can they even do it around?
Okay, so I can talk to this. Gun-free zone, if they have a sign that says no guns allowed in Florida, doesn't carry weight of law. So if you get caught with a gun there, they will tell you need to leave. If you stay, they're going to call the cops and trespass you. That's all that happens.
Yeah, that's all. They can just tell you to leave kind of thing.
Yeah. Other states do have weight of law. North Carolina does have weight of law. Florida doesn't. So the only places
has that too, or like
probably
ought to have it. Yeah. Okay.
The only places that you can't go are like federally prohibited, like courthouses, voting precincts, and, things like that.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if you know Lord Crusade Devil Dog. He says Devil Dog needs a haircut, bro.
I do, man. I was gonna go this weekend. I got too busy, and you know.
Oh, okay.
It's too hot in Florida to have hair, man. I'm dying.
Well, I finally got mine cut. Yeah.
Gotta get that haircut.
Thanks for calling it out, dude.
Yeah, that's probably one of your guys out there.
Probably.
If anyone else wants to have us say something to Devil Dog, as long as it's nice, behave, be nice out there.
Oh, they can say mean things. Just be ready for it to get back. I spend sometimes on my Twitch streams, I'll spend like 20 minutes just ripping into a dude till he disconnects.
Okay.
I'll be like, you're going against the master here.
So Lord Crusade says his Twitch name is The American Patriot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know him. He knows.
Okay, cool.
I'll see you tomorrow, Patriot.
And Joshua Vick says, tell Devil Dog that Swookinator is bringing the white and sticky from the toothbrush. What the hell is that? I don't even know what I'm saying.
He just read it out without looking.
I'm like, what's his name?
I knew one of you guys were going to do it. It's like things I say on my Twitch. It's
okay. I'm like Ron Jeremy or whatever that guy's name is. It's Ron Burgundy. Ron Burgundy.
Ron Jeremy. You're like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am. Well, no, I'm not. Let me retract that. Let's see. Toman89 says, tell DDG we're still waiting for the Tarkov meme gun IRL vid.
Okay, I'll explain that. So, like, in this game, Escape from Tarkov, there's really high customization. So you can like take ACOGs and stack them on top of ACOGs and just throw all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so you can. Okay. And so one day you saw I had that MGO sight on my Scar.
Yeah, you and Walter have that.
Craziness. So I have that full rail mount on the top, and I was kind of sitting here, and Chirjicon just sent me a bunch of stuff, and I was sitting here on stream, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw an ACOG on top of that, and I mounted it. And I was like, oh my god, and I started throwing more on there. It's like, we have to do a video of this, and just kind of like do it in game and then show it in real life. And then I guess somebody sent a clip to one of the Trigicon guys, and they were like, "Oh my god, do the video! This is amazing!" So now I have to do it.
Oh, like, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's waiting on that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun trying to zero all those sites with such high shifts and stuff. Like, you know.
Vaughn Sand says unsat devil.
Probably about the haircut, more like.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that what that? Okay, there you go. Let me see. And midnight. The Nico says, "Ask Devil if there's going to be a vid from the meet and greet."
Yes, whenever I have time to edit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that goes for all of us. I know I posted like stuff I did on my phone. I posted something, but I've got a video, but it's a whole long blog. I don't know. How are you doing your stuff? Like little individual videos or one long video?
I might do one long one. I think I got a few. I had one fan that came down who'd never shot a gun before. So that was kind of cool. So I might just do that. And then a few fans who got to shoot my guns and then finish it with maybe a little bit of the kind of Q&A and then the competition, because that was just a slaughter. I think that'd be kind of fun to finish it off with.
Oh, you want to talk about the competition?
Competition.
Oh, and it was a slaughter.
It was a slaughter.
I don't like the sounds of them words coming out of your mouth.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It was a full minute, bro. Full minute.
Do you want to talk to people here about the competition where you cheated?
I didn't cheat. I didn't shoot two. I still could have loaded the 50, racked around, and still would have won.
Okay, let me explain this to you guys.
Okay,
so the Okeechobee shooting guys decided that they wanted us to do a competition, and I think so. It was myself, Devil Dog, and the Gould brothers, and the Gould brothers had to split up into their own teams. So everyone got to do a team. Everyone got ringers except me. The guy that was doing
10-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the Gould brothers got a 10-year-old like super champion guy.
He was good too.
Devil Dog got some kind of like I don't know, special ops dude or something. I don't know who that guy was.
He was not. He drove from Miami, and I felt bad, so I was like, "Dude, come on, man." I was like,
a Miami special ops guy. The guy had an ammo pouch or a shell casing pouch. Anyone that's walking around with a shell casing pouch is a ringer.
He's not a ringer. I didn't have one, and I was still dropping rounds, you know?
Okay.
It doesn't automatically, just because you dress the part doesn't mean you shoot the part, you know?
Yeah. So we did these competitions, and at the end, out of the 4 teams, I came in second. Came this close. Basically, Devil Dog just skipped over one of the things.
I stopped. Okay. So here's my defense to that. I was always to the left, okay? And to me, it looked like everybody's impacts were hitting in the same area just by, orientation. So I assumed everybody was missing the tannerite, and that's what those extra 2 rounds were. I was like, man, nobody can hit the tannerite.
What?
And so
I just assumed.
I just assumed it's a small target.
No. I hit that tannerite the first time.
Okay.
I'm just
saying,
how I do it.
So I mean, even though I shot the 1 target in the tannerite, I still had time left. I put the mag back in. So
yes, you beat everyone by a minute. I
offered to reload the gun and finish it off.
No, actually, you beat everyone by a minute, so I'll give it to you. That's cool.
Okay.
The old guy got beaten by 2 young dudes. One was a Marine. One was some kind of super special ops guy. That's who it took to beat me. Fine, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Still, you beat the Gould brothers, though.
I did. Yes.
I mean, they could shoot. I was worried. I was like, oh man.
Trust me, I'm gonna hold that over them in the future. No matter how what kind of champions they got, I still beat them. So, and those guys are badass, though, man.
They are, man. I was watching their stuff. I was like, Jesus, man, I can't believe that.
They really put on a show. Anytime a guy can use a pump shotgun and dual wield with those pumps. So wait, no, those were what were they using? Were they using pumps or automatics? Yeah,
automatics. Yeah,
they were dual wielding those shotguns at things up in the air, man, and hitting them. That's pretty badass. Yep. So that's a good show. If anyone wants to see a really good gun show, check out the Gould brothers.
Yeah,
it's a badass show. It's worth it. So there's going to be, I think the answer to that question, there's going to be video for coming out.
There's going to be a video for sure.
Yeah, and we'll put it up there. Do you have any kind of timeline? I personally hate to give out timelines myself, but
I don't do timelines. So whenever I get to it, that's why I hate when people are like, "Oh, I'm going to send you something." I'm like, "Cool," and they're like, where's the video? I'm like, dude, come on, man. I'm like, seriously?
Ask Hank how that goes.
Yeah.
Right now, I have a minimum of 20 videos in the can waiting for me to edit.
Oh, same, dude, same. I have some that I'm waiting to film, and I've had like the gun sitting here forever, and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, we've got things sitting around for like a year.
Oh, a year?
Yeah.
I have a TNT that I've had for probably a good 4 or 5 months. I don't think they're missing whatsoever at this point.
Well, you can't always do things. Babyface is throwing up. Oh yeah, Babyface. When's that video happening?
What is that? What is
that? We have a TNE 2.0 compact.
2.0, God.
Yeah, we still haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's better than the 1.0 at least.
Yeah.
Dude, the 2.0, I have switched. I used to be like a hardcore, like I carried a Glock 19 for like years.
Mm-hmm.
I've totally become a fanboy of Smith & Wesson with 2.0s.
Yes,
like,
and now you know why we haven't done the video.
He's got it. He's taking it.
I don't want to give it up.
I'm sure he gives it to Hank, and it's just like all gummed up. He's like, I can't make a video now.
No, that's pretty much his gun at this point.
Smith & Wesson's probably watching, like, son of a bitch, there's our gun.
I think we already bought that gun from them, right?
Pretty sure we paid for it.
Yeah, we bought that already. So that's like a done deal. That's not going back. And the weird thing about me, I don't know if this happens to you. So I've got a bunch of videos that I shot. Typically, I'll go in and edit the easy ones first.
Yeah, you got to do the easy ones first.
Yeah. So, there's just not a lot of time. This stuff has to get out there. I kind of think like, okay, this thing, if it's something that it has a expiration date on it, I'll try to get it done. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's whatever is the easiest thing to get videos up there. I kind of put up videos pretty close to every day on at least this channel and actually the Hank Strange channel. We're putting up things every day. What's your schedule of posting look like?
Every day, pretty much. So
okay,
yeah.
All right,
I try
cool.
to do like a gun video like once a week, but I've slipped. So I thought that was pretty unrealistic at that point.
Mm-hmm. So. Okay. And I think we forgot to let folks know out there how to get in touch with you, where they can follow you. You want to tell people different places?
Just type DevildogGamer into pretty much anything, and you'll find me.
Okay, and you're on the IG
Hub or any of that stuff.
I know you're just about to go. Pornhub.com.
Yep, I know you were laughing at that, and that's why.
Yeah,
and I'm on Instagram now too, which I'm gonna start getting a little more, into.
Okay, cool. So, and then have you gotten on any of the alternative platforms like there's Gunstreamer and YouTube and all that? We've been talking to those guys.
That's definitely on the next step. Once I get kind of a good block of days free, I'm going to start jumping onto other things. Just like my thing is I want to get a lot more gun videos. So when I get like on doing another thing, I have a bunch of stuff I can push over there.
Okay.
That way I have like a catalog almost.
Yeah. I would definitely suggest though, like both of those things I just mentioned, YouTube, Gunstreamer, you could sign up and then you could tell them to pull your content over.
Yeah.
I would say do it because Arms List, I don't know if you guys have heard of Arms List here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walter, you heard of Arms List, right?
You're asking us.
So, so Arms List got deleted. They got their channel deleted. I'm not sure if it's back up yet.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. They someone has to check. It was last week. So on Friday, we were saying that they got deleted, and I haven't had a chance to check and see if they got it back. But they didn't switch over anywhere, so they still haven't gotten it back.
No, they're gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. So now, even if they go over to those places, they've got to put things up one at a time. Mm-hmm. Alex Jones is on YouTube, and he didn't switch over before they deplatformed him, so he's got to put everything back up one at a time. So I definitely suggest folks go out and do that.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Tyven had something he wanted me to ask you. Let me see. Where was this thing that Tyven? Yeah, Tyven had a message that I had to ask you in a specific way. Something 1v1. Okay, 1v1, bro. Do you know what that means?
It's like a 1 versus 1, kind of like come fight me in a game, just me and you kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Why is Babyface?
Mano.
What? I was supposed to know that?
No, it's just like, what's this 1v1 meme?
I don't play.
Asking me about
I don't play the video games.
I don't know what it means either, so don't feel bad, Hank.
Yeah. Excuse us, babyface.
Pardon.
That just means you need to get into it. If Tyvin can get into it, man, you can get into it. Come on.
Let me tell you something. I have bragging rights. I went up against Devil Dog, who was a Marine, who plays all these video games professionally, and I came in number 2 due to his cheating. So badassery,
but
right
dude,
there.
You know, I shoot like so little, it's not even funny.
Oh, don't even try it.
I'm serious, man. I'm serious.
Don't even try it. There's video out there of what you were doing when you were shooting. So Bricks wants to know if you do Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4?
Yeah.
I used to. The game's been out so long. There's no point doing videos on it. Yeah, it's an old game now.
Yeah.
Tyvin is asking if you like Blops 4.
What?
Black Ops 4.
Black Ops. It's all right. It's not too bad.
Okay. What games do you like? What games do you?
Escape from Tarkov, Arma. I'm big into flight sims. I like Digital Combat Simulator, which is
really?
The Air Force actually uses their A-10 in that game to train as their actual simulator for the A-10s in the Air Force. Yeah, so I like doing that just because it's like I like clicking things. I don't know. I have like OCD, so I like clicking all the switches and turning stuff on.
Okay.
But yeah, I like doing that kind of stuff.
When we get whenever we get a good VR flight sim, that's when it's on.
Oh yeah. Well, most of the flight sims you can do VR, but you can't. I actually have this software. It's this thing that like tracks your hands, and I got it to work in a few flight sims to where you could like actually reach out and flip the switches.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool, but it was like really limited. So I think like that's like the future. I think of VR is using something like that actually puts your hands in game.
Richard Hughes says he'll take you flying. I don't know if that's a euphemism for something or.
Yeah. Is he gonna take you flying or take you crashing? Richard Hughes flies planes.
I'm totally down. I will hop on a plane any day of the week, man.
Yeah. This guy has crashed those planes twice already.
I know quite a few people who have crashed multiple planes. So
yeah. But he survived everything. The houses, not so much. The cars, whatever he crashed into. So Armament and Axes gave us $2 to show you guys this picture. This is his weekend. You know, his
got his finger off.
Yeah, his grouping. Right there you go.
Hose, huh?
Was it 6.5 Creedmoor?
Yeah. So
6.5.
Yeah, he says 10-round group shot at 100 yards with his brother's Savage 110 tactical 6.5 Creedmoor.
Not bad. I like that.
Yeah. So 6.5 Creedmoor's coming up.
It is
coming up. Oh, by the way, just a little quick plug. There we go. Fort Scott Munitions.
Do you have anything that actually shoots that?
Huh? What?
Do you have anything that actually chambers and fires that?
Who, me? No, I will soon though. I have. Listen, I shot this at, what was that thing? I think I shot at like 400 or 500 yards and blew up that truck.
Yeah, no, 6.5 is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. And look, by the way, I've also got the shirt from Fort Scott.
Wow, that was
a burp. We should get that on tape. Damn, Walter, that was good.
Did you tell what I was saying?
Yeah, it was actually good. That was actually impressive.
Walter came with a new skill right there.
Thank you. That's an old skill for me.
Oh, respect. That's awesome. Should we jump into, because we're actually having a lot of fun.
Let's not ruin it with anything serious, please.
Yeah, trust me.
Let's see. Let's do some kind of gun news here. Let's see. You guys want to?
Oh, I found one that I wanted to. Hold on, I got to go back.
Okay.
Because I like the Russian stuff.
Me too. I like the Soviet stuff. Yeah.
I like the Soviet stuff. So I got.
You got the same story I do? Come on.
I don't know. I hope you do. It'd be kind of cool. Now I got to go all the way back up.
On the firearms blog?
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
Yeah, which one? Okay, so while you guys are doing that, real quick, this is legitimate gun news.
Wait a minute.
Machine Gun Kelly, MGK,
officially murders him.
He claps back at Eminem. Did anyone hear that? Is anyone
officially?
Yeah, is anyone
officially?
Yeah. So this is white on white violence.
But he's also a bit of a pedo, so I don't know how we feel about this.
Oh.
Because you know how the beef goes back, right?
Why is he? Why are you calling him that? What did he do?
So
why? Because
so
he
the
said
reason-
something about Haley.
Yeah, but she was like 16.
Okay.
So.
And how old was
God.
he? How old was he? Like 22?
He was 21. No, he was 21.
Yeah,
So
okay, that's not a big
huge
deal.
gap. It's not
No,
terrible.
no,
Yeah,
that's
but
not.
yeah, Eminem, I guess, did not like that.
Look
so.
at Walter's face.
Are you talking about the Prince?
No, I'm.
Never mind. Go ahead. Talking about
No,
something-
we're talking. No, we're talking. So Eminem, for anyone who
Okay.
doesn't know, anyone who doesn't follow hip hop music,
It's not the candy.
yeah, Eminem, the rapper, Marshall Mathers,
Okay.
he dropped a surprise album, I think, over the weekend, called Kamikaze. I think he dropped the whole album digitally over the weekend, just dissing everyone. Eminem going, we've talked about Eminem here, right? He's gone at Trump, done a whole bunch of different things. So he dropped an album dissing a lot of rappers. One of them is Machine Gun Kelly, who is actually more tattooed up than Eminem. I don't think MGK has any places left for tattoos. So he actually, I think he did the song or made a video within like 24 hours or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
up quick.
So I know Walter hasn't seen it, but what do you guys that have seen it think about it? Let's get like an official white.
I don't care about rap beefs.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
I
like
listened
it,
to
though.
it, and I was kind of like, all right, it's cool, but it's like I don't listen to rap, and I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know, I
it
don't.
was
Okay.
it was like hyper aggressive for me, and I'm like, I don't. It's too much.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what kind of music do you listen to, Babyface P?
Oh, polka dance only. That's pretty much it. That's all I listen to.
Polka!
That's right.
Oh God.
If it doesn't have yodels, it's not for me.
Yeah. There's a documentary about the Polka King that I was watching with
The Polka King.
yeah,
If
Jack
I were
Black.
a serial
Jack
killer,
Black.
that's what I would want to be called.
Jack Black plays the Polka King. He was actually, this is a real story of a guy that was very popular doing polka music, but he also had some kind of pyramid scheme or Ponzi scheme
Of
going
course
on.
he did.
And he got arrested, went to jail, and then he did a rap about it in jail.
Not just famous for polka music. It had to be
Yeah.
some sort of illegal activity on the side.
Yes, he made a lot of money. He convinced people to give him money to go see the Pope. Like, those Perillo. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Perillo tours. Probably Walter has.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, the Perillo
Yeah.
tours. Yeah,
They
Yeah,
advertise
so-
on TV. How can you miss it? Oh, you
I
don't-
know.
Yeah, yeah.
You stay up late enough, you'll catch them every time.
Yeah,
So he did that. He got people to give him money, saying, "Hey, if you give us this money, we're going to go to Rome, and you'll get to see the Pope." And he actually got the Pope to come see these people. Listen, you gotta
Really?
watch this movie. Yeah, he got them
That's
to
pretty
do it.
amazing, though.
Yeah, you have to watch the movie. Jack Black is in it, and it's funny as hell. But it's real. It's for reals. Everything that's in there is for reals.
For real.
So okay, so Babyface listens to polka music. What do you listen to, Devil Dog? That's your official answer, Babyface. It's too late. Don't try to take it back.
Forever now, that's going to be it.
Yes, that's what we're gonna call you, Polka Face P.
But no, I listen to like metal, rock. Nothing really
Okay.
too crazy. Yeah.
All right, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Do you have any like specific groups or anything like that you're into with the
Metallica, can't go wrong.
Oh,
with
okay.
that.
Oh, old school. Okay. All right.
yeah.
True metalhead. Walter likes that. Walter you've earned his
All right.
respect.
Metallica's all right. I
Yeah.
like all kinds of rock. I need guitar music going. I need some
Yeah,
electric guitar
guitar.
going. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of music are you into, Walter?
I just told you. Rock.
Okay. Just rock. Okay.
I mean,
I like
I listen to a lot of different things. I don't listen to rap though. I can tell you that I don't listen to rap.
you don't like any kind of rap music, not Run DMC.
Well, that I know, but for the
Sugar
from the
Hill
80s,
Gang.
that
Oh, okay.
and older stuff. I mean, but I don't do this country bebop garbage they have on now. These
Oh,
pop
okay.
country guys, which I like old school country stuff.
Okay.
But because there was somebody actually played, made music.
Yeah.
They just didn't dance around on the stage and flip their hair around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the Pants says Babyface is a huge Frank Yankovic fan, and Will Killer Kelly says ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi.
Oh, the boy needs to get out more.
That's
That's my
That's
boy.
the song that the Polka King sang. He sang that
Oh
song.
yeah, well the polka.
Ziggy zaggy, ziggy, zaggy.
everybody
He's
knows.
famous. He's famous. You know this guy.
I probably
Someone look that up. Someone look that up
Was
and
he
tell
on the-
us who
was
it
he on
was.
the Man Show? Is that because that's all I know that from? That was like
No,
the ending thing on the Man Show, wasn't it?
Yeah, look up. Okay, someone's got to look it up. First of all, look up Jack Black IMDb, and he played the Polka King or something like that.
This is recent, 2017.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Good
I remember
movie.
seeing it, and I was like, "Ooh, this kind of looks weird," but now I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's funny. There's a lot of funny stuff in there. I like all kinds of music, by the way. So I'm a Marilyn Manson fan.
Ooh.
You know, there's songs like I like I don't like the drugs like me. That's I like that song.
You know, Scar, it's always old school hip hop. That's all that's ever.
I like a lot of hip hop. I remember listening to Eminem and people getting mad at me because I listened to Eminem in the hood. They're like, "What, you listening to a white rapper?" And I was like, "This guy's badass." You know, he's kind of old now. You know, so it's kind of, you know, everyone gets old, including Eminem. You know, and I'm not mad at Machine Gun Kelly because Haley is kind of cute. If you look up Eminem's daughter, she's hot.
The problem is that Marley and I looked her up last night or the night before. And the problem is she looks like a female Eminem, and that's just weird to me.
Not to me.
Oh, man.
But you know, he's very protective. I guess Eminem's very protective of her. So anyway, that was officially gun news. I hope I gave you guys a chance.
That was gun news.
That was gun news.
Machine Gun Kelly.
All right,
That's his name.
I'll give it to you.
All right,
Are you against machine guns? Are you the NRA now, Walter? You're against machine guns.
You know anything about the real Machine Gun Kelly?
No.
Gotcha.
All right. Anyway,
tell us, Walter. Tell us about the real Machine Gun Kelly while you're on it.
Back to the Soviet guns.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't want to tell us about the real Machine Gun Kelly? That's
Not
cool.
right now. No. For another
Okay.
time.
Yeah, we
White
should.
How about we'll have a white gangster show? How's that?
Yeah. I like some of the white gangsters. I've watched Scarface.
The real gangsters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh yeah.
The guys that kill you for a quarter. Yeah, there's plenty of those.
They're still out there. It's called the Russian Mafia, yo.
That's called the Colombians. Yeah.
So
right.
okay. Yeah.
Russian
Colombians
stuff.
that's the Brown Mafia. That's Brown Mafia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to give them their respect.
Okay.
Don't make them build a wall against us. Go ahead, Walter. Tell us about. Okay, let's hear.
Devil Dog was talking about. He saw some Soviet guns that he wanted to talk about. I was on the Firearms blog. I think. Are you talking about the Russian submachine gun, that PP-2000?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, the man knows.
Yeah, we talked the same stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Scroll up a little further. They got a converted 50 cal.
Yeah, the OTS OSV?
OSV 96.
Yeah. Which we'll likely never see because of sanctions.
Oh no. But anyway, there's still a good swing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see that the Russian folks are starting to get some of this stuff too. So
yeah.
I like to see all those folks get their guns back. So but yeah, that's some cool stuff that those Russians have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They always have the weirdest designs.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's standard. It's like, oh, we're gonna do this. Let's make it look backwards.
Oh, and real bullpuppish too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, that's always a plus. But isn't there a reason for that? I thought we talked about this one time, that when they invade us, they don't want us to pick up their guns and be able to use it, or vice versa.
Actually,
right? Is that why they're doing all these weird calibers and stuff?
No, they do that for their civilian people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a 366 TKM.
Yeah, I mean the military still uses the standard stuff pretty much, except for their sniper guns and stuff. But yeah.
I think they're trying to field a 308 now, like a 7.62-51, which is like, all right, now you're going NATO.
I'm surprised they chose a NATO cartridge.
That's for export.
Yeah,
that's to get the monies.
Yeah. They're trying to sell Turkey some stuff. You know, hey, we know you got the ammo for it. You know.
The Russian economy is in the tank anyways, so
yeah. Speaking of the tank, Brandon Reed says Hank's got some sugar in his tank. I'm not sure where that comes
What's
from.
That
wait, is that I don't know what that means. Is that
he's either talking about what you're drinking or your car?
I don't know what that means. Or is that implying like I'm gay? Because I am lesbian. I do believe in lesbionics. If anyone wants to know, he could clarify that if he cares to. Psycho 316 says Eminem thinks everyone's as sick and Degenerate as him. Yeah, Eminem has definitely gone way off the reservation.
He's a libtard off his medicine. So.
Yeah, and Toeman89 says Scarface ? He was Cuban. Laugh out loud.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, all the Scarface movies are based on a white gangster. First of all, the original one, white gangster, and in the Scarface movie that's real famous that everyone's seen, the second one, right? Because there was an old black and white Scarface movie that copied. That was Al Pacino, and what would Al Pacino be? He's definitely not Cuban.
Libtard.
Yeah. So, and he's also not Cuban. So there you go. I think I have a little bit of room in there that I could say that. So there you go.
We'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see who else we got. Moobutt says MGK sucks. Listen to the doc. No one can do it better. The DOC. Okay. And then Boss Hog says Scarface is also a rapper. And Brian Quick says the real Scarface was not Cuban, which is what I'm trying to say to you. The original Scarface movie it's like an old black and white gangster movie, like Walter was talking about.
Yeah, old.
You ever see that one? Yeah,
I don't think I have. No.
I mean, that's way back in the. Come on, Walter, you were probably there on the set when they made that movie.
Yeah, I was a prop man on the set there. Yeah.
Yeah, you wish. I wish too. That would be nice. And someone says, "What about Five Finger Death Punch?" I've heard of that. That's a rock band.
Yeah, it's a rock band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good band?
Yeah.
I almost went to see them in Tampa.
Oh, okay. What's this? Because I've heard Five Finger Death Punch. What's their like popular song?
They have a couple. They're pro-military, pro-2A, which is kind of awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Zoltan Blathery, their lead guitarist, actually like came out and supported Trump. A lot of musicians are like not willing to take a step like that.
Yeah.
But Five Finger Death Punch is really good.
Oh, cool. What band was it? I thought we forgot to talk about this. I think there was some band that was saying something about you got to respect the flag. Who remembers? There was a band, and I think it's one of the old school bands, and they were like, "Yeah, people have to respect the flag." You guys, that was in the news, and I totally forgot it. You know what? Archangel's reminding us that there's like 130 something people watching. We only have 72 thumbs ups. So come on,
hit
folks.
the button, man.
Come on.
Hit it. We're doing our best work.
And Brian Quick says, "I can tell everybody how the pyramids were made."
Oh, Walter was there.
I wish I could see that Egypt in that period of time back.
Oh wow, yeah.
It had to be something to see, actually.
Yeah. That would be amazing. Like if you could get back in a time machine and go back to a time period but not have to live in it.
Oh yeah, well
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be really like to see the Nile thriving and the pyramids going up and man. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on there.
Get to go down a little further to Nubia. That was the Nubians and all that stuff. Yeah. Yep.
So let's see. I'm trying to see what else we're missing here. So don't forget to hit the thumbs ups. What were we going to go to here? What other news?
So you talked about the flag. You want to talk about Nike?
Oh yes, yeah, we can have that conversation. You want to tell us what's going on with that?
I wish I had something Nike. I'd burn it, but I don't have it.
So for anybody that's not aware, if you live under a rock, over the weekend Nike came out with announced their new spokesperson would be Colin Kaepernick, and they brought out an ad.
It's so laughable. How do you do that?
Let me pull up the ad real quick. I linked it to a friend earlier. It's a black and white picture.
I think Nike's trolling us.
It's just a black and white portrait, like really tightly cropped portrait, and it says, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Just do it." So I've decided that because I do wear Nikes, I typically buy Nikes. I've decided that my next pair of shoes will be New Balance. They will definitely not be Nike.
Yeah. So first of all, Kaepernick, in my personal opinion, has his right to do whatever he wants to do. And then everyone else also has the right to go, well, we don't want to have anything to do with that.
Exactly.
I think Nike has the right to do what they want to do. We also have the right to go, well, screw you, Nike.
See the thing that I I was thinking about today is I don't think this is necessarily a bad move for Nike because their target demographic follows what Kaepernick does. Old white men like us. Well, Hank, you're not white.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't buying Nikes. Like the demographic that's getting upset about this typically aren't buying Nikes. So I don't think it's going to hurt them as bad as we may want it to.
I mean, I'm a Nike, Adidas kind of. That's what I wear when I wear sneakers. I'm Nike, Adidas, but
I've always liked them. But New Balance, I read online that one of their chairmen, the chairman for New Balance, donated to Republican PAC. So I was like, I guess I'll buy New Balance next instead.
Yeah. So, and while we're talking about that, I don't know if anyone saw me post it over the weekend, but there were lots of posts. So In-N-Out Burger got in trouble because they donated money to the Republican Party.
Do people not understand? In-N-Out Burger is owned by an extremely conservative Christian woman. Like, why wouldn't she give money to?
But why are they racist? Because they give money to the Republican Party. I don't get it.
They've also given money to Democratic stuff too.
See, here's
That's
the other thing.
what most businesses do. They donate to both.
Yeah.
Their food speaks for itself. So no matter where they put their money, they could come out as like Satanists, and people would be like, I don't care. Their food's so good. Who cares? If you know, it's true.
It's like when Chick-fil-A was in the news.
Yes, everybody was like,
I'm going to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, everybody's like, they hate gays, but that chicken is delicious.
And I don't even think it's that. It's not even that. They don't hate gays. They didn't hate.
No, they don't at all.
You have the right to donate to whatever party you want.
Yeah, exactly. Their owner is a fundamental religious person, and he has the right to do with his money as he chooses.
Yeah.
I think for the In-N-Out thing, they're going to get back. All of this stuff has give and takes, right? I think Nike's trying to appease people by saying what they're saying, and they'll get some kudos for that from certain people. And then there's some of us who go, you know what? I mean, that's going to be in my brain from now on. I'm never going to buy anything Nike again.
Last thing,
yeah, I won't buy anything Nike ever again. I mean,
Boss Hog is throwing some shade out here. He says Whataburger has In-N-Out beat. I haven't had a Whataburger, but I have had In-N-Out, and it is friggin' delicious.
I've had Whataburger, but I haven't been.
Have you had Whataburger and In-N-Out, Walter?
No, not yet. I didn't go. Last time we were in Vegas, we didn't go.
Okay. So what about you, Devil Dog? What about you? Have you had both?
I've had both. It's been a while in between. I can't compare. I think Five Guys is better than all.
Five Guys.
I'm just.
No, I don't think Five Guys is all that awesome.
Locally, like that's I think the best you can get. Well, super locally, what's that burger place here in Gainesville? Relish. That place is delicious. But that's like there's only like 2 locations here in Gainesville. You can't really compare.
A real local spot is the Burger Spot for anyone that knows this area.
The Burger Spot?
The Burger Spot. Yeah, you never heard of the Burger Spot?
No.
It's like a little shack down not far from where I live that you can only drive through it. It's like the building is literally this big.
Yeah.
And there's a driveway and you go in there and order stuff. You guys
hamburger and fries and that's it?
You can get a milkshake. You can get a couple of different things from in there. But
Mystery Family's asking about White Castle / down here we have Crystal.
Yeah, I've never had the Crystal.
You've never had Crystal?
No, never. I'm too scared. I'm scared.
Have you ever had White Castle?
Yeah, I grew up in New York, so I had White Castle.
It's the same thing. Everybody is like, oh, White Castle. It's the same thing. It's literally the same.
My wife says we did have In-N-Out on our first Western adventure. I don't remember.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
just like animal fries.
When I was on the road, I went to In-N-Out when we did that road rally. It was good. I don't see what everyone's all batshit crazy about, to be honest with you.
Did you get animal fries?
The animal fries? No, I didn't do that. I didn't know about their secret menu until it was too late.
You probably saved yourself some heartache and some butt ache, so it's all right. Especially if you're traveling in a car, so.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So the wars continue. Now, along the lines of what we were talking about, though, there is the news about Levi. So have you guys seen that?
No, what's going on
I think
there?
I've put that up in the chat. Let me pull it up here because I've got it. So here, I'll post this again for everyone.
Oh God, Levi Strauss, CEO. Why business leaders need to take a stand on gun violence.
Yeah. We're getting
there's
more.
another
Tank your company. Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Yeah, we're getting more activist CEOs here. We're going to get more and more of that as time goes on.
Well, they're coming out. They're coming out of the closet. They've always been activists. They've just been in the closet.
Yeah, it's safe for them now.
They feel safe. Like I said before, they feel safe because of who was in the office for the last 8 years.
Yeah. So they were talking about why they first did it, why they first said they didn't want people coming in their stores, which, by the way, when they did that, I stopped wearing Levi's.
Yeah.
So now my jeans are from a completely different company. What the hell is it? No, it's something whatever. I don't know. I can't ever remember the name of it.
You know where my jeans come from?
Super tactical jeans.
They come from Plato's Closet because I'm cheap as hell.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You can go shopping. You can go shopping at the SA boutique too.
Yeah, exactly. Salvation Army.
Yeah, that's right.
People throw away
totally done that.
stuff. Yeah.
There's been some shirts there that I'm like, this is like an $80 shirt for like $3.
Yeah. Lola likes vintage from the time I met her.
Notice I'm wearing a polo shirt. I would never buy this because this shirt's like $40 or something, except they had it for like $5 at Plato's Closet. So.
Yeah. Yes, I believe this of Babyface P.
Oh, no.
He gets his t-shirts that way and then from me. Which is kind of true. Like I actually don't buy t-shirts anymore either because I'm always, promoting, unless it's something like if I'm getting my own t-shirts or whatever. Yeah, man. But I switched my jeans. I switched my jeans right away. Back when they said they didn't want anyone going into their rooms because there was some kind of accidental discharge, and then now they're doubling down.
Yeah.
So
because
what's he saying?
Like Parkland and all that kind of stuff. So he says this is why Levi Strauss and Company is stepping up our support for gun violence prevention. You may wonder why a company that doesn't manufacture or sell guns is wading into this issue, but for us, it's simple. Americans shouldn't have to live in fear of gun violence. It's an issue that affects all of us, all generations, and all walks of life.
Well, let me tell you what, the room I'm sitting in right here, if there was really gun violence, I'd be scared because I'm surrounded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
you know what's funny? He's a former U.S. Army officer too.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
Did you? Yeah. What about the guy that called it fully semi-auto? So I mean,
that's the difference between pogues and grunts. Like the pogues, you'll get saying stuff like this, but the grunts are gonna be like, "Oh hell no!"
You don't see Mattis saying stuff like that.
No, because
Look, you've got people in the army that don't believe, or in the military that don't believe in guns. You've got people in law enforcement that don't believe in guns. I met a soldier that she told me, like I was talking to her and she couldn't qualify. It's like her third time to qualify on the rifle. And she said, oh, this will be a problem if I fail qualifying. I was trying to walk through all the different things to do. And eventually, because I was like, if there has to be something wrong why you're not able to do this. And finally we got to it. You want to know what it was? Huh?
You're scared of the gun.
No, she didn't want to kill anyone. She was like, I would rather have someone kill me than kill someone.
And that's the people who join for college money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and also that's the person who's going to endanger the people on their side because they're not trying to, they're not trying to take out someone on the other side that means to do them harm. I mean, you can't, honestly, you can't really have that. But you've got those kind of people that go into the army, they go into law enforcement.
Yesterday, I happened upon the Defense Secretary Mattis's press conference he did with the Joint Chief, and he said his main goal is to increase the lethality of our forces. And I'm like,
have you seen any of his interviews where that people ask him what are you afraid of? And he's like, I'm not afraid of anything. People are afraid of me. They're like, what was one of them like? What keeps you up at night? He's like, I keep other people up at night.
Damn,
those are his answers.
I knew a guy who was actually a lieutenant in one of his units. I think it was in Afghanistan, and he was writing up the mission with the convoy and everything like that. He had to come sign off. This is when he was his colonel. And he showed it to him, and he's like, there's not enough killing. Do it again.
I love it.
So he specifically had to put it through an area where they knew they were going to be shot at just because that's what Mattis wanted.
So yeah, that's you know, we need more of that, man. That's like warriors can't pretend to be like, how can you be a warrior and you know, you practice the art of violence. Do you want peace? Yes, you want peace. The only way to enforce peace is with violence.
Kick some fucking ass.
Yes. That's just the reality of it. Shout out to Harry's Holsters, by the way. I was just talking to him before the show. I see him in the chat.
Okay.
Go ahead, Walter.
All 4 of us live in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Who knew there was a tropical storm?
Not me.
Yeah.
I woke up. I got up, and I'm looking at Facebook, and I see somebody say, "I can't go to the beach today." And they had a picture of the map, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, there's a tropical storm."
That's just like normal Florida people, like, you know, like you wake up, oh, it's rainy, and it's like, oh, man, it's been raining for a few days now, and it's like, oh,
yeah, it's pretty much what you expect.
Oh, we're in a tropical storm.
It's summertime too, by the way. I don't mind you.
But that's just like, because we're always stocked up. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I always have like water laying around and stuff like that. So it's like, I'm not like, oh God, gotta go to the store. I'm like, oh, my power's gonna go out now. It's like, crap.
If you live here long enough, you're not getting out of bed unless it's like a Cat 5. They might
like,
check.
What was that last one that came through? I was like, you know, this might be kind of scary, but I was like, nah. Well, I think I lost power for maybe an hour. I was like,
okay.
We lost it for 24. Hank was out for what, 72?
Yeah, like 3 days.
Yeah.
Still, that's not bad compared to everybody else who gets
It's not really, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world for me, but I grew up, I mean, I was born in a third world country. I've lived in third world countries. And, you know, those kinds of things happen in New York City, for example. So
I had about 40 gallons of gasoline in jerry cans, so I was fine.
You know, part of me loved it because I didn't, obviously I didn't go to work. It was like a Tuesday? Office was closed.
Of course,
had no power, had no internet. So
snow day.
Yeah, it was like a snow day. I went out, I opened the garage door, I put out a chair, and I had a percolator going with coffee. It was awesome.
I think the worst part for me was just trying to get videos on schedule upload just in case. So it's like, I'm like, for 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, I got to make extra videos. And I put like 10 on schedule. And I'm like, oh, dude, I can take a vacation after the power comes back on. I was like, I got like 10 days worth of videos. Let's do this.
Yeah. See, because we're here and we deal with this all the time, we're accustomed to it. You know, it's like, oh, this is a cool time to just chill out with the family, play some board games.
That's what we did.
But people in other places are like, what?
Oh, and it's so quiet.
You know, they want this. Like, damn it, Trump, why don't you stop the tropical storms?
Use your force.
I like it because it's like the closest you get to like pure anarchy, like people trying to take your generators and stuff like that. So like I'm always walking around with like my gun hanging off my hip and stuff out front, like looking around. I'm like, yeah. And it's just like, you know, because that's what happens. People, they get the unprepared people come around. They're like, I'm going to take your generator. I'm going to siphon your gas and stuff. And it's always like that.
Let me recommend to people, if anyone out there listening that doesn't already know this, in a real emergency, when the shit really hits the fan, don't fuck with the people in the country.
Don't.
Yeah.
That's how you end yourself. You know, leave the country people alone. Larry Fulton says, yeah, Hank, you lived in a third world country, New York.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You heard the best news of the whole weekend. Rahm Emanuel's not running for mayor again in Chicago. Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's going to be another lefty.
Yeah, how long has he been mayor?
2 terms, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was there term limits or no?
I have no idea. Remember Richard Daley, or I don't know if you remember the guy who used to be the mayor? Yeah. And then his son was the mayor after that. You know, but
yeah, they might have. Okay.
I don't know if they do or not there.
He's come under heat because, you know, first of all, his things that he's trying to do to help Chicago is not helping. the way to help Chicago is to let people be free to defend themselves in Chicago. That's the only way, man. It's the only way. You're gonna have to admit it at one point or another.
They won't. It's their little project, you know. They're never gonna admit that it's broken.
Mark my words, it's only gonna get worse now.
It's the same with California, though. They're trying all the things so we don't have to. So we can be like, look, it clearly doesn't work. That's why everybody's moving to Texas.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also, when Mattis was talking, they were talking about they're sending hospital ships down to Colombia to help with the Venezuelans that are coming to Colombia to get medical care. That's how bad it is down there.
Yeah.
So
I remember 2014 when Sean Bean went over and I was like, oh my God, look how great Venezuela is. They have lines for food and they have so much oil. And like, well, yeah, that went real well.
All right.
Wait, Sean
Not
Penn.
Sean Bean. It was Sean Penn. I'm
Sean
sorry.
Penn, yeah.
I shouldn't.
I was like, who the hell is Sean Bean?
Shouldn't besmirch the name of Sean Bean. He's a Game of Thrones actor.
Mr. Bean?
Okay, yes. Yeah. Oh, that guy's name is Sean also?
Yeah.
No,
Sean Penn is the one. Ugh.
There's too many damn Seans in the world, man. So tired of it. So damn tired of those guys.
Sean's. I know a couple of Sean's.
Yeah, I bet you do. Those guys is assholes. No, I'll take it back.
I'm not saying a word.
Actually, the Sean that you're talking about is a good guy, but there's too many Seans in the world, man. Mother should not name their baby Sean. Damn it!
How do you get Sean out of SEAN?
It's Gaelic.
You asked.
Don't ask me why I know that. Don't ask me why I know that.
Yeah, I know.
Give an Irishman a bunch of whiskey and then find out.
Sean is Sean. Yeah.
It's Gaelic. It's Gaelic for John. For John,
Okay.
yeah, it means John.
I'll take that.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know, the inside joke there is that is my government name. So there you go.
Your government.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Hank does not identify as a Sean.
No. I identify as a warthog.
Okay, now all I can think about is the one Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, gorillas in the mist. That's what I identify.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking Timon and Pumbaa.
That can go a lot of ways. I know Babyface has been wanting to. Do you want to talk about the governor race here in Florida since we're all Florida guys? Do you want to get into that? I don't know. It's up to you.
Helium okay. Okay, so do I need to fill in everybody since we're all Florida? We probably all know. If you're not paying attention to Florida politics, we have two people running for governor. We have DeSantis, who's a conservative Republican, and Gilliam, who's a I wouldn't even call him liberal. He's far left. DeSantis came out after Gilliam had won his nomination and said, this isn't the guy to vote for. Obviously, we don't want to monkey up the economy. The left went. Let me say it. The left went ape shit, and
more racism.
Yeah, exactly. The left went nuts and decided that was a racist whistle call to the racist people that support it.
So first of all, in the interview, when they asked him what he thought about Gilliam, is it Gilliam?
Gilliam, yeah.
Yeah,
Gilliam.
and so he was the mayor of Tallahassee, right?
He is the mayor of Tallahassee.
Yeah, he is the mayor of Tallahassee. He's a black guy. And so he said that he thinks he's okay. He's an articulate guy. Well, you're not. I guess you're not allowed to call the black people's articulate. That's a bad thing, I guess.
Well, yeah, that happened before. Didn't Vice President Jones said he was Obama was articulate and clean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's like a bad. So if you're a black guy, someone calls you articulate, it's a bad word. I mean, that just means that you are well spoken.
If you're a black guy and you describe a black guy and you're a white guy, you're a racist.
Yeah.
Why? No matter what you say.
I mean, there's some people who are articulate in all races, and some people who are not.
No, what I was saying, it doesn't matter what you say, you're a racist. So
absolutely.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to.
So because he said that they asked him about this guy, and he said, "Hey, I think he's articulate guy, whatever. He's cool." So something along those lines he said. Then they asked him something else. I think it was about the Republican Party and this election, and he said to that they should not monkey it up, right? That's what he said. And then they were like, "Oh, he's calling that guy a monkey." Because that's a trigger. That's a trigger for people.
I use the term monkey business all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it when I say it. It's a term I grew up with. People are screwing around their monkeys.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we associate ourselves in a good way and in bad ways with animals all the time. DevildogGamer, there he goes, right there. I mean,
I'm a dog. What can I say?
Yeah, so we do this kind of stuff all the time, and sometimes it's like a good thing, it's a bad thing, but I guess that like people now. So if you're saying like this person had cat-like reflexes, that's not a bad thing.
No,
but if you say that, is there someone you could say that to and they go, wait, that's racist? Don't say I have cat-like.
It's just it's insane. I mean, and my whole thing is the reason they play this form of politics is because they can't stand on their values.
No,
they can't run on socialism because it's not popular. It's never going to be popular. So they have to run on instead of running on, oh, my socialism is great. It's running on, oh, that guy's terrible. Look how racist.
That guy's a racist.
Yeah, that's all they have.
So, and here's the thing: it is a trigger for people, right? But so I know for a fact, and I could tell you guys that. So, for example, with Lola and myself, and she probably knows I'm going to tell people this story. When we were first married, I think we were living in New Jersey, and we were driving to New York, and I had like some kind of SUV, and we had a bunch of stuff in there. And when we got there, she wanted me to like the stuff moved from the you put stuff in the SUV in the back part. And it moves or whatever, you're going up and down, it moved all the way in. And she wanted me to like get it out. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Once you be the monkey and jump in there and get it. Okay, Lola was ready to divorce me, basically, because I said that to her. Right? I mean, literally. And you guys.
And the monkey is a reference. She's smaller than you physically.
Yeah, I was saying like she jump up in there and get it.
Right.
But you all know. Well, I don't know if Devil Dog's met Lola yet, but Walter and Babyface, you guys know Lola. This is like a difficult. She's married to me. There's not a lot of things that make her mad, but she genuinely got mad and she was really upset. Now she's African, and when she came here, I guess she went to school in Maryland, and there was kids that made fun of her and said things to her and associated her with monkeys and stuff like that. She didn't like it. It was unpleasant. And I was like, do you realize that you're talking to your husband who married you of his own free will? Are you looking at my face? Because I mean, where is it coming from that I meant that when I said that? But it is a trigger. It is a trigger. And here's the thing: we all have triggers, all of us. That in races, as men, women, people, human beings, we have triggers. That's our problem. That's not someone else's problem. That they say something to you. They normally say, like Walter does say, like this monkey business all the time. He's not trying to like. There's nothing.
I'm an equal opportunity monkey caller. I'd call everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
A
monkey business is a monkey business. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, but that's not your fault. That's on the person. So, like, if I bet you we all have triggers.
Now, would I say that in certain company? Probably not. Okay, because I know it could set people off, and I don't purposely try to set people off. That's not cool. I think if this guy deliberately, if they asked him about the Gillian, right, and then he said, oh, if they elect him, that's monkeying it up. I get it. Then you can make a connection. You can't ask him.
That even still, that is really thin. That connection is so
the one that they're making is impossible. The one that they're making is an impossible connection, and I think it's because they don't have anything else. This guy already has problems, Gillian.
His
right?
brother is already being investigated by the FBI.
Yeah,
is he really?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
and
what?
they're going to do everything. Some kind of corruption.
Some land deals in Tallahassee.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Richard Hughes says, "What about the year of the monkey for the? Do you know how important the monkey is to the Chinese people?
Have you ever been to Las Vegas? Everywhere you look, there's a damn monkey in the year of the monkey.
Yeah, but to Chinese people, monkeys, that's like a god.
Well,
Yeah, they have Wukong. Wukong, is that it?
The Monkey King.
God. Monkey King. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Monkey King.
Yeah. So this is like, I think that these are just things that we do. Some people have it, some people don't. But I think it's unfair to try to connect it. But of course, the media is going to do it here because we pretty much at this point, the governor of Florida is going to be a Republican.
They got pretty well. The Democrats were, I think, pretty surprised when Gillum won the.
He was,
They were not expecting. He was not the chosen one.
Yep.
It was probably the Graham daughter that was the chosen one.
Mhm.
Yes. Yep.
And she didn't win, so they're like, "Oh fuck!" Like, what do we do now? Yeah, what do we do now? It's like, okay, well, we got
what does that say about the people? First of all, the people don't want we don't want kings and queens and princes.
Kings and queens and guillotines taking lives tonight.
Right? We don't want that. Also, I hope there's just not enough liberals in Florida.
Well, I don't think there's enough socialists in Florida, but there's a lot of I walk outside my house, and the next door neighbor's got a Gillum sign in her front yard. She is an old white lady. I don't really know her besides the fact, hey, how you doing? But it's one. She rents.
You mean she doesn't watch this? She doesn't watch the podcast?
Probably not. No, she rents the house from somebody else. But so she's a transient. That's what I call that. But
okay, wow, she's a tranny. So
well,
let me just say this. Saying she's a tranny.
I'm calling people names again. There he goes.
Yep.
I'm just teasing. Go ahead. Yeah.
When you lived in a neighborhood for 25 years and none of your neighbors are the same except for maybe one or two, and it's a constant. They rent houses. They're in. They're out. They're in. They're out. They're transient. So I don't. No,
I understand. I get it. Will Killer Keller says, "Damn gypsies."
Well, I used that term before too. Yes.
You know what?
All Thumb says Walter looks hungry. Has he eaten dinner yet?
Actually,
he's been eating dinner this whole time.
Get me some laxative, lady. No, anyways, no, I'm all right.
Yeah. Just a weird anecdote off the gypsies. I have a friend that's Bulgarian.
Okay.
And every year he goes back to Bulgaria for the summer. And we got into a conversation about gypsies, and I was surprised how, I guess you would call it prejudice. He hates gypsies.
You were surprised at the level of hate.
Level of hate for gypsies, and he was like,
"Well, he hates gypsies." I don't have any personal, but when you go to England, or my friends live in England out in the Cotswolds, it's in the country, and there are these people with their wagons and shit parked on the side of the road with their camp. And I go, "What's this?" He goes, "They're gypsies."
You've been gypped.
First of all, let it be known that I love the gypsy people.
Well, all you want to see is gypsy women dancing. That's all.
I do love the gypsy people. There's some
you just don't want to get a gypsy curse on you.
There's gypsy blood flowing through my veins.
Oh, you've got blood from every.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I do literally have.
Romanian? What kind of gypsies you got? Czech gypsies?
I do have gypsy blood flowing through my veins. Absolutely, I do. The thing is, they are hated though. They're hated.
Well, because
in lots of countries,
typically they are tramps and thieves,
con artists, vagabonds. Shall we say pirates?
As the song says, gypsies,
land pirates.
Do you see the pirate flag right there, dude?
Right. That's where it comes from.
Yeah. Yes, I am a pirate. That's you got.
I'm not even gonna.
I got to represent. Oh well, I am. So I got to represent for my peoples. But yes, you know what? In lots of places, it's just like, look, no shit. The Jews were heavily persecuted around the world, not just by the Germans, and a lot of them were gypsies. Yeah, including in England.
Gypsy's not a Jew, by the way. So
no, but they are Jewish gypsies.
The Germans.
Oh
the Germans disliked a lot of folks.
Yeah, absolutely. They disliked everybody. Everybody equally. I think they still do. It's just on the cover.
They were having some, I think, some big protests about all the immigrants and stuff in their country.
Recently,
Which one? Which country?
Oh, Germany did. They're tired of it.
Yeah, it's coming to a head.
Well, I mean, eventually it does, right?
Yeah. There's only so much you could take.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Well, I think reality is reality. You cannot just open your borders.
You can't, especially with a culture that completely different from your own, and expect them to kind of like integrate. No.
They're having the same problem in Sweden, because they don't.
Yes.
Cultures don't want to integrate. They want to have their own.
It's a completely different mindset.
Yeah, this problem is around the world. This problem is around the world. I mean, there's still, someone was telling me the other day that in France every night there's like a car turned over and burned down to the ground.
There are parts of England where the police will no longer go. It's like Sharia territory.
Well, whose fault is that?
Angela Merkel.
and name off the other, and all the other leaders that that they thought that somehow they were going to. Well, I don't know what their thought. It's a thought process I can't figure out because there's no logic. It's not based on logic. So there's no way.
Eventually, look. Eventually, if people, I don't know, we could talk about it over and over again. If where you're born is not awesome and you have to get the hell out. And you go to another country, so you leave wherever you're from, you come to America or go to anywhere else, right? You're acknowledging that where you left is not the most awesome thing in the world. Why do you get there and you want to make it into the place you just came from?
Because it's not about where you live, Hank. It's that book that you read and that prayer you do. That's what it's about. It's not about the country you park your ass in. It's that belief that that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I'm sorry.
I'm laughing at babyface laughing. I'm laughing at babyface laughing.
Walter's like dancing around this thing, and then he just goes,
It's not about where you live. It's about what you believe.
It's true.
Man, triggers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, the reality of it is, if you believe that everyone has to believe what you believe, then yes, Walter, that's not. I can't. Yeah. That's true, right?
The Ba'ath Party in Iraq was based on the Nazi Party. That's where they got their influence from. It's the same idea thing that we're the supreme guys and yada da da da, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That group that migrates out of that Middle East believes that they're the only one. Mm-hmm. And if you're not one with them, then you're dead.
Yeah. So. And when the leaders say go out into the world and turn the world, right? That's what the leaders say. Go out into the world and make everywhere you go like this. That's basically what it's all about. It's not like, oh, let me go out into the world and assimilate and blend in.
Be a part of the world? No.
Yeah, and everyone's going to respect everyone else's culture. No. This is what people don't understand. No. There's going to come a point if that these people are going to go, yeah, you're not like us. So that's why we're mad at you, and that's why we're going to have this law within where you are, whether you like it or not.
We're our own, like Western cultures are their own worst enemy. So because it teaches us acceptance. We must accept everyone. Well, guess what? Everyone doesn't accept you, and they'll kill you. It's pretty straight up.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna bring us full circle back to Nike. Did you see that they released like a jogging burqa? And I'm totally serious.
Yeah, I did see. I did
totally serious. Like recently, they released like it's either. I don't know if it's a burqa. It's one of those that the women wear. Yeah, there's like two. It's a sharab, whatever. But they released one for like workout.
So where are all these
works out in full garb?
Where's all these garbed up chicks working out?
I don't know, but who's running Nike and like who are they trying to?
So how much money do they think they're going to make from the garbed up chick types?
Maybe a lot.
Yeah, I just can't.
I don't see it.
I see it. Try running in that. Try running in that in Florida. You're gonna die.
What's Devil Dog trying to say here? Go ahead, man.
In Orlando, every time I go to Orlando for like Disney, I see them all vacationing, and you see it the most in the pool because they won't swim in like bikinis and stuff. So they got their whole, and I'm probably gonna go to hell for saying this, but trying to watch them swim in all that garb,
you would drown.
It looks like they're drowning like the whole time.
That's like swimming, not drown.
Swimming with a parachute.
It looks like it. It's almost frightening. It's like, oh my God, they're gonna drown right in front of me. But like that's where I see it the most. Like I don't see it. I don't see people. But like once you go to like Orlando and that whole tourist area, that's where you see them all dressed like that. But I haven't seen them running or any working out.
No,
it's just like that whole culture, that religion though. It's like they need something for everything. So
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
what Nike's trying to do.
Yeah, if that's what you believe, that's fine. But trying to make everyone else believe it that doesn't believe it.
Say you're going to kill me if I don't.
Yeah, or getting mad because you're at the pool that you chose to go to, and then you see a spanking hot booty babe,
and you're supposed to put that spanking hot booty babe away. No.
Yeah. Did you guys see the picture, and I don't know, Devil Dog, if this was Germany. No. Was it Germany or we got to look this up. There was a picture on a magazine or something like that in a country with a woman with the flag of that country around her, and then a whole bunch of guys trying to like rip it off. And it's the rape of wherever.
Poland did that.
What?
They did that in Poland because
the Poles are base as
Poles
hell.
are smart. They won't let they won't let them in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with Poland.
Yeah,
no.
They're smart. They're like, no. They see what's happening in other countries. They just say, fuck no.
Because they spent so much time under occupation, they don't want to do it again.
Yeah,
so
they're not going through that again.
Yeah, they're like, no, hell no.
No. And, well, what I was going to say was, did you see the inflatable of the mayor of London?
No.
Yes.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, where is this?
Oh,
Was it fighting? Was it fighting the Trump baby inflatable?
No, it's got him in a bikini.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'll find a picture.
And he's a Muslim
so
too,
wait. What do I search?
yeah.
Inflatable? Mayor of London?
Sadiq Khan inflatable.
It's and that was permitted and everything. They had permits.
Sadiq Khan balloon. That'll definitely come up.
Holy crap!
Yeah. So, one thing about that I think is hilarious is when the left did it for against Trump when Trump was visiting, they had to like crowdsource and fund and try to get enough money to do it. This guy that made this one was just like, oh, fuck it, I'll do it. Who cares?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I want to see the Trump baby inflatable go up against this one.
Oh, I was gonna say a patch. I want a patch of it.
No, I want to see the battle of the inflatables. Who wins? You know, it's like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. That is funny. So I'm sure he's not happy. Yeah, and if you're looking it up, if you're looking like if you searched on Google, Mayor of London inflatable on Google, and you went to images, if you scroll down, you will see the Trump baby, and it's badass. Walter, are you doing patches out of that, man?
Of the London mayor or the Trump baby?
No, the Trump baby.
I did
Trump baby.
Trump baby. I didn't know.
You did the chicken.
I did the chicken. No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I did see the Trump baby. Trump baby had hair in his chest and all that stuff.
Yeah. Look up Trump baby.
We need a patch for it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can look up Trump baby here and show you guys if I can do it on my phone. I'll probably do the same search I just did. Mayor of London.
Angriest looking baby ever.
Inflatable.
Trump baby balloon. Boom.
And then search it. Yeah. And then
I love it. I want it to be a patch.
You can buy them. Look at that.
They're selling it.
You can buy your own, Mylar balloons.
So check it out. So this is the Mayor of London inflatable for anyone who wants to see it.
Yeah.
Who haven't seen it out there. So there you go. And then if you scroll down, you will see there's the Trump baby. Let me see Trump. Let me search Trump. Trump baby. Trump baby, I think, is what you have to search for that, right?
Yeah, just do that. It'll come up.
It'll come up.
Yeah. So I'll pull that up. So, I mean, it is so freaking awesome.
And right next to it, they got the freaking mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here, you can see like a little bit of the Trump baby balloon, but you can see there's lots of things. They actually flew this over. That's so awesome right there.
Oh, apparently the Trump baby's coming to the U.S. now.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And they said, and in their tweet, they said they're putting together a team of experienced organizers from the Resistance.
Ooh.
Okay, the Resistance.
Oh yeah, here where the Antifa ones are assembling the Red Army.
Have you ever seen the meme pictures of Antifa members with guns? And it's just like fat trans girl with an AK, skinny bones dude over here with like a shitty AR DPMS thing. Like, Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing?
That's why they only do it in California, because they want anything else, they get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we get into some like Gorn, which we will show some stuff off here, we're having a lot of fun. So we're going to definitely have to have Devil Dog back over here. There's two things. I want to talk about some serious news here. Wiz Khalifa. Let's talk about Wiz Khalifa for a second. Serious news. Serious news. So here, I put this in the chat in the beginning, but let me put it up here again for you guys. And it's not what you think, Walter. So let's look. I'm going to put this in the chat so you can pull that article up and take a look at that again. Here, let me put it actually in our chat here. So everyone can see this article. So here's the thing. So Wiz Khalifa criticized for letting 5-year-old son ride the school bus. So the rapper Wiz Khalifa has been daddy shamed for letting his kid take the bus to school and making a cute little social media post about it. And then it goes on here. The Black and Yellow singer, I guess that's one of his songs, posted a photo on Instagram earlier this week celebrating his son's first day of kindergarten. The star waved to the camera while his son waited on the street corner for the school bus to bring him in his first day. However, what likely started as a way to share a father-son moment with his fans quickly turned into an attack on his parenting and the use of fame. Fans were quick to note that the star doesn't need to let his kid ride public transportation, given that his status as a successful musician likely means he's quite rich. So Wiz Khalifa says, and all y'all people asking why I would let my son ride on the bus because I'm rich. Wiz responded, and he said he wanted to ride the bus with his friends, so let kids do what they want to do and chill. So what do you guys think about that?
It's ridiculous.
We're daddy shaming someone for letting their kid ride on the bus with the other kids.
People got to mind their own business. This is a problem.
Exactly.
They got their nose where it shouldn't be half the time.
Yeah. Isn't this what you want to see him do? First of all, you want to see him being a parent. Yeah, you want to see him do what lots of parents like him, including rappers, are out there doing. They love their kids. Everybody loves their kids. You should. If you don't love your kids, there's something wrong with you. That is a problem.
As long as there's no security issues with it, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, like his son wanted to go on the school bus with the other kids. Why would it be fun?
Brothers,
yeah, why would it be fun to like roll up to school, in like a donk, in a donk or something like that with the rims? I mean, seriously, I think that the kid just wanted to be a normal kid, and why shouldn't he? He should have that ability.
Even if I was, when we have kids at that age, even if I'm like super well off, I would want my kid to try to have the most normal childhood ever. Because if they don't, they're going to end up being totally fucked up.
Yeah.
That's like with my daughter, like she's in first grade now. I send her to private school just because, how teachers are nowadays, first off. They spend less time teaching and more pushing their views on people, which I don't
Absolutely,
like. Absolutely, yeah. And second of all, her school's like bulletproof everything. One button locks everything. I don't got to worry about it, which they all should be. Like, why does every school have like 6 ways to get into it? Makes no sense, But at the same time, like, why can't, like, if your kid wants to do something, like get on a school bus, by all means. Why is that such an issue? Like,
let him enjoy that. That's,
There's too many helicopter parents, that are helicopter their kid, and they're like, oh, let me helicopter your kid. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. One of the things I think, and Lola and I made the deliberate choice not to raise our kids in New York City. One of the things I think they missed out on, though, is getting on the train, man. I think everyone's got to ride that subway,
Missed out on? Dude.
Yeah, I think they missed out on it.
I have. I've done it.
Yeah. It's cool.
When I went to San Francisco for business, I rode the train, and there was like a dude shooting heroin in his toes. Oh, God. I don't want to see that. Have my kids do that.
You didn't miss it. You didn't miss it.
Man. And you're welcome, San Francisco. I think it's a thing. It's one of these things that you have to learn eventually, and it helps make you a little bit more independent. Your kid's going to get there one way or the other. I don't think there's anything wrong with protecting your kids. I think you can go too far in trying to screen them from stuff. So
yeah. Totally.
Anyway,
totally.
Yeah. Someone's asking if I heard about the Machine Gun Kelly Eminem beef. Yep, we talked about that at the beginning of the show. If you haven't gotten a chance to see that, definitely go back and check it out. We did talk about it. For everyone that's here right now, please hit the thumbs ups. We appreciate that. There's one other.
For I Carry My Revolver in Single Action, who asked that question, do the bell thing because you missed out. He actually put a comment saying that he didn't get a notification about the show.
Oh, yeah, explain that, man.
I don't know how it works.
Oh, you know?
They're dumb when they have 2 buttons to subscribe. Hit the bell button. That's all I know.
Yeah, I think what's going on is subscribing is not good enough. You have to hit that notification button, and you have to hit it twice or something. There's some kind of weird. You know anything about this, Devil Dog?
No, dude, it happens to me all the time. It's YouTube's little, if you don't hit the secret passcode, you're not going to get the video kind of thing. So, I don't know.
Yeah. You have to hit the button, stand on one leg, jump around, do 2 Hail Marys, hit the button again.
And even then, it may or may not work.
Yeah.
So silly. It's so silly. Okay, and then I just put this other article that we'll go in here and talk about. So this is in The Truth About Guns. It says concealed carrier slain while defending his wife and son at a gas station. So when our friends in the gun-grabbing community argue against civilian firearms ownership, and make no mistake, their goal is a gun-free society where only the police and the military are armed, they ignore the fact that Americans defend themselves with guns between 500,000 to 3 million times a year. That's a lot of assaults, robberies, rapes, and murders that are prevented. But no defensive gun use comes without a risk. A gun owner can do everything right, and things can still go very, very badly. In this tragic case, an armed robber with a long criminal history was out on earned release supervision from a 15-year sentence when he decided to visit a convenience store and started running around the parking lot with a gun. Jeremy Apperson, a truck driver, was standing beside his car pumping gas. He and his wife had dropped their daughters off at a birthday party and stopped for gas and soda. The armed robber, identified as Robert Leon Jackson, age 30, approached the car window and pointed the gun at Jeremy's wife, Samantha, at which point Jeremy pulled his concealed handgun and shot Jackson once. Jackson responded with a spray of bullets, hitting Jeremy, who died at the scene. Jackson then went inside the convenience store to attempt to hold up. He shot and killed a female cashier.
Jesus.
The employee fired several at him. A third victim was wounded and drove himself to the hospital. Jackson fled without getting any cash and was later captured with at least 1 non-fatal gunshot wound.
So now,
should
we? But we can't kill that man. We can't.
Oh, he should get the death penalty.
We can't execute. That's to be a death penalty the next day, my friend.
Well, let's see where it is, because it wasn't in Florida, because you'd be getting it. Okay, it happened in Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Nope.
Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi? Yeah, they probably will.
Oh,
yeah, but let's not do it in 10 years.
No, I mean this is this
this
clear
is like
cut case of a human being that doesn't belong in the society with the rest of us.
A rabid dog is a rabid dog.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And unfortunately, well, there were people there that were armed. The cashier, someone in the store returned fire at him. He killed 2 people here.
Right out to the rope. Sorry.
Yeah. So
I feel like there are a couple things that you could take away from this. Sometimes, as much as you want to shoot the guy that's got a gun pointed at you, sometimes it's best just to give up your wallet. The second thing is, if you are going to pull that trigger, be prepared to pull it more than just once.
Right.
You better unload that gun onto the person, because you don't know what they're going to do.
Obviously, it wasn't.
If Marley was in the passenger seat and it was crossfire, this is one of those where it's hard to say, but maybe it's best just to be like, bro, here's my wallet. Have fun. I don't have any
absolutely. There's no material thing. There's no material thing that's worth your life or someone else's life. But if you feel like you're in a situation, like let's say after this particular thing that happened there, and he still went ahead and because he still went in and killed the cashier and all that kind of stuff.
Which is when you weird.
Exactly. So he was probably on some kind of like heavy drugs or something like that. When you do open fire on someone, you got to at least double, triple tap, empty that magazine if you have to.
When I teach the concealed carry class, I always tell people, you shoot to stop the threat. You're not shooting to kill the person. You're shooting to stop the threat. If the person continues on, you shoot them again. If they get back up, you shoot them again. If they go to move their hand, shoot them again. I don't care. If they're still a threat, you keep shooting them.
Yeah,
the human body's pretty
training.
resilient.
Yeah,
it is, and training is important.
Oh yeah.
But it's tough to second guess this guy. He probably felt like, hey, I got to defend my wife. And maybe he did. Maybe that guy could have opened fire on his wife. I'd rather be in that guy's position and my wife be alive. But you know, these are tough situations with it. And I think Babyface, you got it right, man. You open fire, you make sure you've taken care of that threat.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then you reload, as Will Keller says. Yeah, Crackbot says I was.
Did we lose Hank?
Say it again.
I think we lost Hank, didn't we? Can you guys still hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, you can hear us. We just lost Hank. He's frozen.
Well, welcome to the Walther Keller Show.
Lola, are you on the?
I hear him laughing.
I hear him yelling at Lola.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more than Hank Strange. Stay tuned for Hank Strange.
What are you downloading?
Am I still not back?
You're frozen. I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I'm frozen. Okay, hold on. You guys keep going. I might have to jump out and jump back in.
Just drop the video. Oh wait, you're slowly.
Yeah.
Am I coming back? Am I back?
Slowly, ever so slowly. We're getting about 3 frames a second right now.
Oh, okay. Let me drop out real quick and come back. Hold on.
Okay.
Meantime, back on the show.
Who's he gonna call out? He had somebody who's gonna say something to him. I have no idea what it was.
Oh, let's see what's going on in the chat here. Oh, they're laughing out
Someone
loud.
said the ATF is coming. They cut his phone line.
Am I still not on?
No, you're there. You're just
you're there. You're grainy, but you're.
You know what? Let me degrade my signal here, because okay, how's that? Is that better?
Armin Nexus says, Hank, stop downloading porn.
I don't do any of my porn downloading while we're doing
Richard Hughes says the white guy only segment.
Damn it! What is happening?
So do we have any Gorn? Real quick, we got 4 minutes left.
I got Gorn.
Yeah, throw up the Gorn, damn it!
Yeah,
throw up the Gorn. Throw up the Gorn.
I finally got my SIG fixed. My SIG, my 226 Extreme. One of the first guns that I've learned not to decock when it's taken apart. I don't know why. It just likes to break. So I learned that the hard way. I got the Enforce. What is it? The ATX.
Is it the APL?
Yeah, the APLC light on it.
Okay, you have the compact. How do you like it?
It's nice. I like the big finger turn on and offer.
Yeah, I have a Surefire XC1, and I'm thinking of trading it up for an Enforce.
I'd do it. It's so small, like I don't even notice it. And then I got it in the CNG holster, which I actually like. I like a lot. And I also have a discount code for CNG. It's DGG10.
Give it to us.
DGG10. Easy peasy. Okay. So you can't miss it.
Your face just went away, Hank.
Yeah, I took it off. Hold on, I'll put it back. Okay. So you got that discount? Are you guys seeing me?
Yep.
Am I coming in?
Wait, you're coming back.
There you are.
Okay, cool. You got a discount code? Hit us with that again.
DDG10.
Okay. And who's it with?
CNG holsters.
Okay.
CNG holsters.
Funny thing, this is one of the first non-thumb safety pistols I ever bought. Because I'm like a huge stickler about thumb safeties. And then I was like,
really?
I love the 226 so much. And I bought it and I started carrying it like as soon as I shot it.
I think the only thumb safety gun I have is a 1911. Everything else is just regular lock style.
I'm a USP fanboy, so like this is
we
actually
don't need no safety.
This is my wife's carry gun, believe it or not.
Wow, holy shit.
She likes 45s a lot. And of course she gets like a full size. Yeah, she's weird. I bought her like one of those little Mustang Pocket Light 380s, and she's like, it's too small. I don't like it. She's like, will this kill anyone? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no, I want my 45 back.
That's because she's a real woman.
Yeah, totally. She sounds awesome.
She is.
She's pretty cool. Okay.
Right,
awesome. Is that it? What else you got?
I can drop some more later. You show off your stuff.
Oh, okay. Who wants? Walter, you want to show something?
Well,
he's looking around. He's like, yeah.
Well, I mean,
come on, we got DevildogGamer on. You got to throw something back. Don't let him outgun you, Walter.
There you go.
He already beat me. He already beat me at the show. Don't let him.
No.
Axe's Devildog.
Everyday carry, one in each leg.
Axis and Armament is asking if that's an outside the waistband holster.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Okay,
is.
there you go.
Okay, cool. Okay, Walter, you got to pull something badass out of the safe before we go off air. Babyface, what do you got? What do you got, Babyface?
Well, I put the suppressor on the Glock today.
Ooh, what's suppressor?
And I put the Surefire on it. This is a Octane 9.
Ooh, nice.
Lately it's been sitting up. Walter's. I can hear myself talking.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Here, just mute your microphone for a second, Walter. Here, or I could do it. Yeah, go ahead.
Normally, lately they've been sitting on the M9A3. Take it off.
Oh, okay.
How do you like that M9A3?
Oh, favorite gun.
Really?
I'm a huge Beretta fan though. I learned to shoot pistols on just a 92 FS, and so I'm a massive fan. And I have small hands, so the grip angle.
That's
better
grip. I like that.
Yeah, night sights, threaded barrel.
Very cool. It's weird that we're all doing handguns, and someone said Glocks are for sissies, which
I saw a request to put something on at the end.
Yeah,
So
I don't really.
I'm gonna ruin your handgun session here.
Yeah, I don't really believe that, but you know, I do have a very cool handgun right here that I don't know if you've ever seen this.
Ooh.
Devil Dog. Do you know what that is?
Is that a car by chance?
No, this is a Barnauls bullpup 9mm pistol.
Ugh.
It's a bullpup.
It's weird. Yeah, that's the correct sound to make for that.
It
looks so. Here's the magazine just came out. There's the magazine right there. The rounds go in this way. And then go in there.
It looks like it would load the other way.
It does. It like grips the round and pulls it back and then loads it into the chamber. It
pulls it backwards out of the
magazine. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
What the hell? That would confuse the shit out of me.
It's so weird.
It's very cool, though. It does work. It's based on the Boberg, which Walther Arms bought the rights to the Boberg and then perfected it. It does work. Walter and myself have shot it. I don't think Babyface has done it.
No,
or I can't remember whether or not he has. Yeah. And so let's see. Walter's back. Let's turn his
grab the
microphone on. What? There you go. That's cool. That's cool, Walter. Very nice.
Have you a stock on the back? But
yeah,
this is one of the banned guns. You notice look at the muzzle brake. It doesn't exist.
There's no porting on that.
Yeah, I got it's silver soldered on. I got to really heat it up and take it off and put a real brake on it. But yeah,
what flash hider?
Yeah. That's pretty badass. You ever shot one of those, Devil Dog?
No, not a Daewoo.
They're really sweet, really smooth rifles because it's a combination of an AK and an AR.
Yeah.
But no, they're nice guns.
So I did make the decision last night after looking around that when I do have the money to buy my first machine gun, I'm totally getting an AC-556, the Ruger Mini 14 machine gun. Oh, I want to get one of those, and they're only like $12,000. Only.
That's all.
Only $12,000.
I'm trying to save up for a drop-in sear.
Oh, I would love. I looked at an HK sear last night. $28,000.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, Babyface, get your class 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I got another Gorn.
Let's see what the Devil Dog has. Let's see how strong his pimp hand is. Whoa.
Oh.
Scar 17 SBR.
That's what you have, an SBR 17?
Yep, 13 inch barrel. Oh. And I got the RMR cannon and the MGO on it. It's my favorite rifle. I love this thing.
Like $7,000 worth of gun right there.
it was very, I got it cheap because it already had a Geisley trigger in it, a bunch of Magpul parts, and an EOTech. So I got it for a good price, and it was used. And I'm like, all right, And I was like, let's SBR this thing. And I didn't look into it. And then I'm like, oh, I got to buy an entire barrel assembly. And I'm like, how much is it? I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's just do it anyway.
No, I'll tell you what, I saw at when we were at Okeechobee Shooting Sports, I saw an SBR Benelli there.
Mm-hmm.
That looked badass.
Haven't we?
Huh?
We've talked about it. I want to.
No, there's one that's already done over there that I think like the guy had to go, like he went out of he's in America. Let's put it this way as a hint. He's in America, but he's not in America. He's in the place of the Obama. So he can't have that stuff there. Mm-hmm.
If I have the money, I would love to SBS my M4 and put one of the, because Benelli makes like a 14-inch barrel that you can drop in.
Yeah.
You still have 5 rounds, except it's a 14-inch barrel. It's the coolest thing. But again, $200, and I already have. I realized the other day I have 5 suppressors that all need paperwork, and I have yet to do any of them.
Same. I have a bunch sitting in the jail, and I'm like,
yeah,
I really
$1,000 in tax stamps I need to put in, and I haven't
started
on any.
Like I would like to SBR more stuff, but like with some of the new braces that are coming out, it's like, what's the point? It's like there's no point to it anymore.
Yeah. Until they catch up to that. But I agree with you.
Then they were like,
you
you can't shoulder it. Now they're like, yeah, you can shoulder it. It's like it's gonna go back and forth, but it's just like, you can easily take a brace off and just SBR it at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Walter, did you bring another gun in?
No.
No.
I thought you did.
It's 9:05.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
He's like, he's the old man. I'm done. It's over.
No.
Walter
There
will
you go.
never be out there. There we go.
This will make you cry. How about a cut-off HK91?
Oh, what the hell happened?
Where's that
I'm
from?
Why,
so
Walter? Why?
Angry. What happened?
I got it for I bought it for the barrel and the tube, but yeah, this is like something I bought at Knob Creek. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
You bought it
tell me you're
only
gonna
for
like
the tube and barrel. What's that? You didn't buy the rest of the parts kit. You just got the tube and barrel.
Well, that's all it was there probably when I found this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it works half the time.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. Very cool. You know what? We should probably wrap it up because we are over the 9 o'clock hour. It's been great with Devil Dog Gamer.
Yeah,
we got to get him.
Fun.
Yeah, man. You got to come back on again. It's a lot of fun. It's cool hanging out with you in person.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. We'll let you. Well, I know you do your live show. You've got certain days during the week, but we'll figure out getting you back on again.
For sure. Whenever
all right,
I'm
cool.
Busy, I'll be here.
So let's go through Babyface. What do you have going on before we kick out of here?
Oh God, lots of work for BDU. Go sign
Big
up.
Daddy
It's
Unlimited.
$1. Yeah, it's $1 for your first month. You guys gonna have to fight over it. Both of them have affiliate links, so whoever gets to it first, you can sign up for your first month for $1.
Please use mine because I get yelled at.
You know, I gotta say, you're out of like a big list of affiliates, you're in number 4 for top.
But yet I get yelled at for not doing
Exactly.
stuff, you know?
Yes. So if
number
you're a fan of Devil Dog Gamer, go over there and do it. Go ahead,
I
Babyface.
think
Sorry.
everybody's done it.
Yeah. Who's number
Number
one?
one is we've had him on the show before. He builds all the Polymer 80 guns. I can't think of his name. He is killing it.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about not Glock guy,
Tactical Toolbox.
Tactical Toolbox. Yeah, Jonathan.
He's killing it.
Jonathan is number 1. Awesome. So what's Hank Strange? Number 20?
Let's see. You're way down on the list. You might be behind me. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, you know what's funny is Lola's actually doing pretty well too.
Oh, see, there you go.
Not Hank Strange. It's Lola.
Oh, I see. I see how that's gonna go down. All right, so all the Devil Dog Gamer fans that are in here, you can definitely go over to Devil Dog Gamer and follow his link to Big Daddy Unlimited. It's 99 cents for the first month. Okay.
There's no link. They can just do //Devil Dog Gamer. Because YouTube gun links.
Yeah. Or hit him up on Twitter, and you could probably send them the link, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody in here that I've seen is using the link at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're watching this in the future and you're not, just get it from right here in the description.
Real quick, Brian Quick is asking, does Walter remember what it was like during the Roman Empire?
Debauchery. Nothing but debauchery.
Yes. Have you never seen Caligula?
Debauchery at its finest.
Go look at Caligula.
Lead poisoning the Mongols and debauchery. That's all.
Yeah. How was it when you looked at Caesar and he said et tu, Walter?
Et tu, Walter?
Yeah, et tu, Walter.
Et tu. Is that like
you too? Like, et tu, Brutai?
Is that like tattoo, the plane, tattoo?
Yeah. So, okay, that's what Babyface is doing. Walter, what do you have going on?
Oh, just building stocks in the shop. You know, HK stocks, CZ stocks, doing that kind of stuff, man. Trying to get caught up.
Awesome.
I might order one of your stocks for my my other Zenith.
You'll have Zenith. Oh, Z5P.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Z5K.
Oh.
I'm kind of tired of the folder, to be honest. I never use it.
We got something for you.
Yeah, I know. I was looking the other day. Don't worry. I was looking.
I'm working on those stocks right now. The next batch of them. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
Okay, Devil Dog, what do you have going on, man? How can people get in touch with you? What stuff is going on with you?
Just Google DevildogGamer. You'll find all the links you need. It's easier that way. I don't know. Some more videos. More stuff, you know, playing games.
Awesome.
Hopefully a gun video soon. I filmed an AR-10 like CQB one, but I haven't edited it yet. I don't know.
Okay. Any guns on your list that you'd like to get your hands on before we get out of here real quick?
TAC 50. I'm working on a TAC 50.
TAC 50.
Yeah. There's only 250 cals I'm looking forward to using. The one from Safety Harbor because it's yeah.
Walter likes that.
He's excited. Yeah, because price point. Usability. I mean, like, throw it on a lower. Done.
And you shot it, right? You did get
I didn't shoot it because I wanted my first time to be special.
Oh, okay.
I like first time reactions. So
we'll make it special for you, big boy.
Oh God.
And the TAC 50, just because it's the top tier precision 50 caliber. You know,
that's Macmillan TAC 50.
Yeah, the one that holds all the records.
Yeah, shooting the bad guys at the longest distance.
Yeah.
That's the only two I'm actually looking forward to.
Okay, very cool. And just Jafari H says, "Tell the man about the damn pimp hand shirt." I don't know what. Is there a special thing about the pimp hand shirt that we're supposed to know?
I don't know. It's 9line sells it. 9line apparel.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Keep your pimp hand strong.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, cool. All right. So we will be back tomorrow. Thanks to everyone who supports us on Patreon. It's Patreon/Hank Strange. Of course, go check out Big Daddy Unlimited. There's a link here, or you can hit me up and we'll send you a link, or Lola will send you a link. Thanks to everyone who sponsors us, like this guy right here from Safety Harbor Firearms, Walter, and the rest of the Killer Keller family. Of course, ATI Outdoors, Sam from the whole family from the Andrews family, from Andrews Custom Leather, right? And of course, you know, the Fort Scott Munitions guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we've got some other people coming on board to sponsor us very soon. Walter, what were you going to say?
Fort Scott.
Yeah, you were going to remind
you didn't burp it this time, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
That wasn't very good. I have to get a real one.
Yeah. So we are out of here. We will see you tomorrow. Peace.
See you later.
Well.